from what he calls an abysmal record in office. He said it's particularly disturbing that such a reckless remark was made in response to a solemn appeal by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria for credible, transparent, and peaceful elections. According to him, the president's flippant response underscored the prevailing sense of aloofness that has come to define his administration and reflects a troubling lack of the courtesy, humility, and decorum expected of a president during such a high-profile engagement with one of the country's most respected moral institutions. So, Mr. President, you are a drowning man. Wrestle with your failures, not your opponents. The president should wrestle with the millions of Nigerians who now skip meals because food has become a luxury. He should wrestle with the insecurity that has turned farming communities into graveyards and highways into hunting grounds for criminals. He also said, these are the words of a drowning man. A government that has little to celebrate inevitably seeks refuge in chest thumping, but Nigerians are no longer interested in political performances. They are interested in performance in government. Empty slogans cannot fill empty stomach. Boastful declarations cannot lower food prices. Threats against political opponents cannot restore the value of the naira. His greatest opponent is his own record. Every unpaid worker, every struggling business, every unemployed graduate, every victim of insecurity, and every hungry family is a living testimony of the consequences of his administration's choices. That is the contest he has consistently failed to win. Atiku says democracy is a marketplace of ideas and accountability. Governments earn another term through competence, compassion, and measurable results, not through combative rhetoric. In 2027, Nigerians will not be stepping into a wrestling arena. They will be stepping into polling units to deliver a constitutional verdict. Atiku statement. SSS arraigned man for allegedly providing financial services to ISWAP and Boko Haram. The State Security Services on Wednesday arraigned a man, Somalia Ibrahim Kaigama, before a federal high court in Abuja for allegedly providing financial services to two terrorist organizations, the Islamic State West Africa Province ISWAP and the Jama'atu something, that's Ansaru. Kagama, who was also charged with allegedly soliciting and raising funds in support of the terror organization activities, was arraigned before Justice Salim Ibrahim on a 4-count charge marked judge to which he pleaded not guilty. Following the not guilty plea of the defendant, prosecuting lawyer Kalistus Eze applied for the defendant to be remanded in the protective custody of the SSS in the interest of national security and that of the defendant. In his ruling, Justice Ibrahim overruled the defense lawyer Hamza Dantani and proceeded to order Kagame to be remanded in the custody of the SSS, and also ordered that the defendant be granted unrestricted access to his lawyer and 2 members of his family, especially his wife and uncle. According to the judge, Kagame should be accorded adequate medical attention, and he then adjourned the matter till September 24 for commencement of trial. In count 2 of the charges against him, he was alleged to have in Abuja and Goza, local government area of that should be Borno State, under the guise of negotiating the release of kidnapped victims, directly and willingly solicited, acquired, collected, received, and possessed funds from unsuspecting members of the public with the intention and knowledge that they would be used to finance ISWAP and Boko Haram. The prosecution alleged that the funds were to be used for the commission of acts of terrorism and furtherance of their objectives. The offense is contrary to Section 21 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022 and punishable under Section 21, Sub 2 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. And then in count 4, the defendant was alleged to have dealt in terrorist funds by possessing terrorist funds, facilitating transactions and providing financial services in respect of terrorist funds at the direction of ISWAP and Boko Haram, internationally and nationally proscribed terrorist groups. The offense is contrary to and punishable under Section 23, Sub 1 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, among other counts. SSS arraigns 5 alleged Ansaru members over Orire abduction and killings. The State Security Services SSS has arraigned 5 men over their alleged complicity in the May 15 kidnapping of pupils and teachers in Orire local government area of Oyo State and the subsequent killing of 2 of the victims. The 5 suspects arraigned on Wednesday before a federal high court sitting in Abuja are said to be members of the Ansaru terrorist group. They were identified by the SSS as Mahmoud Mohammed, aka Abu Mukhtar, Abubakar Abbas, Abdul Razak Umar, Yunusa Musa, and Shamsu Adamu. Some of these names will be familiar. They have been convicted, but the federal government has now filed fresh charges against them. That's why their names are coming back. In count 1 of the charge, Mohammed and Abbas were accused of ordering their foot soldiers in the Ansaru terrorist group, including Umar, Musa, and Sani, to, in the event of their arrest, kidnap people and kill them in all parts of the country to compel the government to accede to their demands. Count 2. The SSS alleges that the May 15 kidnapping of pupils and teachers in Orire, LGA of Oyo State, and the killing of 2 of the victims were in furtherance of the order allegedly given by Mohammed and Abbas between 2025 and 2026. Count 3. The 5 suspects were accused of concealing information about the Orire kidnapping and killing incidents without reporting same to any law enforcement or security officer. Count 4. Umar, Musa, and Sani were accused of conspiring with Mohammed and Abbas and other leaders of the Ansaru terrorist group sometime between January and May 2026 to carry out the Orire kidnapping and killings. Count 5. Umar, Musa, and Sani were accused of aiding Mohammed and Abbas and other members of the Ansaru group to effect the Orire kidnapping and killings. Count 6. Umar, Musa, and Sani were accused of concealing information about the Orire incidents and failing to report the same to any law enforcement agency or any security officer. The 5 pleaded not guilty when each count on the charge sheet was read to them, following which the prosecuting lawyer, Dr. Kaliatus Eze, applied for the defendants to be remanded in the protective custody of the SSS. A request the trial judge, Justice Salim Ibrahim, granted. The judge ordered that the defendants be accorded unhindered access to their lawyers and 2 members of their immediate families. He also ordered that they be given adequate medical attention and adjourned till September 25 to commence trial. So the earlier one is September 24. This set is September 25 to commence trial. So check out this one. Maybe all is also fair in politics. Yeah? Police detain Oshun, SSG, and 5 others. Maybe all is also fair in politics. Operatives of the Oshun State Police Command have arrested the secretary to the state government, SSG, Igbalaye Teslim, and 5 others with 4,810,500 naira. That is below the 5 million naira threshold. It's actually below the 5 million naira threshold in cash. And election materials recovered during a raid on the SSG's residence in Oshobo. The command in a press release signed by Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Abiodun Ojelabi, on Tuesday, it says the operation followed credible intelligence that a criminal gang was hibernating around the area. Very familiar phrase. Very, very familiar. That's the same thing the Rivers State Police Command said when they arrested those people that were having meeting at the presidential area. It's the same thing. Credible intelligence that a criminal gang, same thing. They just copy and paste. During the raid, police arrested a suspected gang leader, Abiodun, popularly known as Ashipa, who has been on the command's watch list for alleged murder and other offenses. Also arrested were, they mentioned them, but see the key things here. So what struck me. And this is not to say police talk through, police don't talk through. Items recovered include the cash which I've mentioned, 4.8 million in cash, 1 Dynabook laptop, a laptop, 1 photocopy machine, 1 printer, 2 voters cards, 2 a voter register covering wards 1 to 15, a voters register covering wards 1 to 15. The exhibits have been secured for forensic examination and further investigation. The police says the recovery of large cash and voters' details raised serious concerns about possible electoral offenses. That's all I want to read. Vanguard. Reps declare PFIPC DG appointment letter fake. That's the exchange we listen to. That entire conversation, that's what we listen to. The chairman of the House of Reps committee investigating that agency is Honorable Yusuf Gagdi. So his voice was the one you were listening to, exchanging with both the police representative and the head of service of the Federation, Yusuf Gagdi. So you listen to that. Yeah, we know the head of service is Didi Walls and Jack. Yeah. So I'll roll the story over since we've talked about, we've listened to it. Fake agency, head of service admits due diligence failure in recruitment waiver scandal. Same story. Same thing you listen to, right? So you listen to that as well. Why we fail to produce fake PFIPC DG before Reps panel. IG, we also listen to that with that representative of the police who introduced himself and barely seemed like he was afraid to even speak. They gave their reasons that they are holding him on a valid court order. So if they want him to be brought to them, they have to get a replacement order or something. So all three stories related to what we listen to, yeah? Osun election, still from Vanguard newspaper. Imole campaign demands release of Adeleke supporters, alleges unlawful arrest. The Imole campaign council is calling for the immediate and unconditional release of a traditional chief and 84 supporters of Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke, who it alleges were arrested by the Nigeria police ahead of the August 16 governorship election. The council made a demand on Wednesday after visiting the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team IRT office in Abuja. Addressing journalists, spokesperson of the council, Pelumi Olajegbesi, alleged that the detainees were arrested without charges and transferred from Osun to Abuja. He identified some of those arrested as Chief Orija of SAOK and an Accord Party candidate for Ilesha State constituency, popularly known as Alabama. Olajegbesi says, in the last 2 or 3 days, over 86 members of our political family have been arrested for no reason. They were brought by road from Osun to Abuja and are being detained without any explanation. We have met with the leadership of the police, but they cannot provide any reason for their arrest. There is no petition against these people. They have committed no crime. Well, I told you they said crime that the police said they've committed now. Is it that they've not informed them? Let's go from there. Let's look at some other stories. The cable newspaper, I was supposed to read this to you yesterday, so I think I can read it today. Shore drops bid to compel SSS DG to testify in cybercrime trial. For those of you that are so interested in this, the update I have, and I thought necessary to share, let me share. Omoyele Sowore, presidential candidate of the African Action Congress AAC, has withdrawn his request to compel Oluwatosin Ajayi, Director General of the State Security Services SSS, to testify in his ongoing cybercrime trial. Sowore is being prosecuted by the SSS over social media posts in which he allegedly described President Bola Tinubu as a criminal. At the previous hearing on July 22, Adeyinka Olumide Fusika, counsel to Sowore, told the court he would seek a subpoena compelling Ajayi to appear and produce a September 7, 2025 letter requesting that Sowore retract the alleged defamatory post published on his X and Facebook accounts. However, when the matter came up on Tuesday, the defense abandoned the request after a dispute over the appearance of Lateef Fagbemi, the Attorney General of the Federation AGF, in court. Fagbemi, who was appearing in the matter for the first time, challenged the validity of the subpoena issued against the SSS Director General. He argued that the subpoena issued on Ajayi ought to be set aside because the document the SSS chief was expected to tender was neither authored nor signed by him. The AGF further submitted that the document, a letter written to Sowore asking him to delete his defamatory post against the president, had already been tendered and admitted as evidence twice by the court. He also added that the author of the letter, Owen Davis, testified in the matter on July 22 on behalf of the defense, making the appearance of the SSS Director General unnecessary. As a matter of record, this document has been tendered and marked Exhibit D. It was also tendered as Exhibit DWC on July 22, 2026. It was tendered by the defendant. DG of the SSS is not being subpoenaed to appear in his personal capacity. He's been subpoenaed in his official capacity to give evidence in respect of an official letter. It is not about his person or any allegation against him, so there are limits. He prayed the courts to disregard the subpoena and direct the defense to continue with its case. Olumide Fusika, however, objected to the AGF's involvement in the suit, arguing that Fagome had not filed the necessary notice to formally take over the prosecution from the counsel who had been handling the matter. What AGF has done today is to appear and make submissions and so on and so forth. The defense counsel sought an adjournment to respond to one of the authorities cited by the AGF and asked the court to discountenance his submission. Before the court could decide on the application, Fagome and Olumide Fusika held a brief discussion. Afterwards, the AGF informed the court that the defense had withdrawn its insistence that Ajayi must personally testify and had agreed that another SSS official could appear to answer questions relating to the September 7, 2025 letter. Following the development, both lawyers agreed that their earlier arguments had become academic, making a ruling unnecessary. Mohammed Umar, presiding judge, then adjourned the case till August 3 for continuation of the defense. NAFDAC officials attacked during crackdown on banned sachet alcohol in Lagos. We listen to the Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, speak on this story. So there you have it. And then this broke yesterday. The Sun, Army appoints GOCs for newly created divisions. The Chief of Army Staff, COAS, Lieutenant General Waidi Shwaibu, has approved the appointment of general officers commanding GOCs to the new established Nigerian Army divisions, approved recently by President Bola Tinubu. The development, according to the Nigerian Army, forms part of ongoing efforts to strengthen the force structure, expand its operational footprint, enhance command and control, as well as improve the service's capacity to effectively respond to Nigeria's evolving security challenges. He has therefore charged the new appointed commanders to provide visionary leadership, sustain operational momentum, and uphold the highest standards of professionalism, discipline, and mission effectiveness in the discharge of their responsibilities. Under the new arrangement, Major General Yakubu Yahaya has been redeployed from Headquarters Joint Task Force North Central, Operation Savannah Shield, OPSS, to Headquarters 9 Division, Ilorin, as General Officer Commanding and Commander Operation Savannah Shield. Major General Chinedu Ralph Inabefe has been, is that correct? Okay, we know. Has been redeployed from Headquarters 2 Division, Sector 3 Joint Task Force Northwest, Operation Fasten Yama, to Headquarters 10 Division, Jalingo, as the General Officer Commanding. Similarly, Major General Moses Gara has been redeployed from Headquarters Joint Task Force Operation Wellstroke, OPWS, to Headquarters 5 Division, Makodi, where he assumes the dual appointment of General Officer Commanding and Commander Joint Task Force Operation Wellstroke. Others are Major General Owalu Mamuda, who has been redeployed from the Army Headquarters Directorate of Information Inspection and Compliance to Headquarters 2 Division, Ibadan, as the General Officer Commanding. To strengthen the newly established divisions, 3 new brigades were equally activated. The new established brigades have Brigadier General A.O. Odubuyi from Army Headquarters Operations Center assuming command of Headquarters 11 Brigade Boko as commander, and Brigadier General A.M. Aruna posted from the Nigerian Army Armor School to Headquarters 29 Brigade Kanji as commander. Additionally, Brigadier General R.M. Aminu redeployed from the National Defense College to Headquarters 10 Brigade Lafia as commander. A statement by the Acting Director, Army Public Relations, said the new established divisions will immediately commence operations in the respective locations on attainment of initial operational capability, IOC, while deliberate measures are being implemented to aggressively attain full operational capability. The phased approach will ensure seamless operationalization, operational continuity, and rapid force projection across the country. So there you have it. That's the statement. Do a short break, yeah? When we come back, we'll continue. Stay with us.
Hello, join us Fridays, 7:30 a.m. on Our Top Picks, and together we'll review the big national stories of the week, all in 30 minutes. It promises so much fun. Our Top Picks, Fridays, 7:30 a.m. Don't miss it.
Today is business. Today is a new trend for your businesses. We give you all the information you need to grow your business, new ideas and innovations that keep you earning more and staying relevant.
Every day we engage in business, buying and selling, trading and exchanging of services as individuals or as a country. Money goes round, it goes up and down. But have you ever wondered what business is all about? And have you ever wondered how you can stand out in your business?
Today FM has got you covered every Wednesday between the hours of 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Learn all you need from professionals on how the country runs its business affairs and how you can be an outstanding entrepreneur and grow your business.
Business Today.
Get ready to turn up the volume and dive into the heartbeat of entertainment. From the hottest celebrity gist to trending music, movie buzz, viral moments, and behind-the-scenes drama. This is where the fun never stops. Tune in to Entertainment Today, only on Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People, your station for pure entertainment. Weekdays, 11:30 a.m. Entertainment Today, where your favorite stars and stories come alive.
Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark.
Children are a beam of sunlight. On Kiddies Playground, smart is the new cool. We have interesting activities lined up for everyone, from storytelling to games to quizzes, where you get to win loads and loads of gifts. Do you have what it takes to compete and win exciting prizes? Then don't miss any episode of Kiddies Playground every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. only on Today 95.1 FM, where playtime comes to life.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, on the currents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore.
As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt.
Weekdays, 4 p.m.
Get on the platform on radio and be served.
Get ready to feel the rhythm, the groove, and the true vibes of Africa. This is not just music. This is high life. From the legends to the latest, we're bringing you the best of palm wine grooves, jazzy horns, and soul-stirring melodies. There was a sound that told our stories, a rhythm that made our fathers dance and our mothers smile. Welcome to The Thrill, a musical journey through time where legends live on and new stars shine. Join us from Mondays to Thursdays, 9 p.m. on Today 95.1 FM for the ultimate high life musical show. Don't just listen, feel the music. High life lives here.
African style. African style. African style.
Today FM.
Today FM 95.1.
Today FM.
95.1 Port Harcourt.
Voice of the people.
Rise and shine, it's a brand new day. Today's the station leading the way. Breaking news, sports and talk, keeping every heartbeat on the clock. From Port Harcourt to the world we go, sharing every story you should know. Your voice, your people, your destination. We're not just a station. Today, FM 95.1, voice of the people, number one. News and sports, talk all day, keeping rivers on the way. Not just a station, we are the station.
All right. Thank you for staying with us. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. All right. As at Tuesday, I think Tuesday, crude oil price was around $83. Around $83. And then earlier in the day, I'd seen reports that Iran shot missiles at that's Jordan, U.S. base in Jordan. I'm like, U.S. was not. I thought people said you were going to respect each other, at least for the period. So why the attack? Well, later in the day, the U.S. CENTCOM, some of you be familiar with that name by now, announced that indeed the Iranians had launched a surprise attack on the base. But CENTCOM claimed that all of their missiles were intercepted by their defense, whatever. Other videos on social media emerged that indeed the U.S. had incurred some extensive damages from those surprise attacks from the Iranians. Well, yesterday, Trump. So when they did that attack, after that attack, crude oil price spiked to $86. It spiked to $86. So from $83, it spiked to $86, right? You know, here now, our prices at the pumps are still fairly where they are, $1,290. Why? Because they go up, they come down, they go up, they come down. So since we're already high now, we're just staying there. It's not like the government has done anything for us, so may nobody deceive you. May nobody deceive you that the government has done anything. No. Nobody should deceive you. Anyway, prices spiked to $86. And then from $86 yesterday, after the funeral service of late U.S. Senator, what's his name, Lindsey Graham, one of the favorite and strong supporters to Trump, who surprisingly passed on after a visit to Ukraine. After the funeral, Trump was asked what's his response to the surprise Iranian attacks. He said, "Don't worry, we are going to beat the effing hell out of them." I have to say effing, but Trump literally said, "We are going to beat the effing hell out of them." I'm like, haha, headmaster, I don't talk. Let's wait. Few hours later, I saw CENTCOM on the instruction of the commander-in-chief, U.S. carried out hard retaliatory strikes against Iran. I say, bam, headmaster, don't talk now. All of you come on, fall in line. So as the U.S. responded with the attacks, prices spiked again to $90. You see, I shoot me, don't concern me. It is the consequence of it, how it affects me. That's why I'm talking about it. You know, I'll just be reading this news. The news I read, the amount of news I read in a day, and I keep to myself. If I say it here, 2 hours, I will just be sharing news with you. The amount of news I read in a day. But I just, crude oil price spiked, $90. I'm like, what? I think this morning is dropping to like $89, somewhere around $89. 89 to, I think, $88, $89. That's where price is at the moment. So, would there be more strikes? I was reading yesterday, someone said, this is Iranians, they have God so that even a ship that was escorted by the U.S. Navy, they bombed it. The Iranians threw missile at it and bombed it. And I don't understand. The U.S. Navy was escorting that ship and they still bombed it. What kind of people are these ones? Eh? You know, as I used to say, I don't used to think there was a time when I used to ginger that I have power until I tried my classmates in primary school. The boy told me, Kelly, after school today, I will show you. I thought it was a joke. After school, he showed me. Me, I was gingering, power. I go beat down. When the first punch landed on my face, I said, now this one I won't fight. I started shouting, They were doing, oh, Ginger, leave me. In my mind, I was shouting, hold me. This guy want to kill me, hold me. One punch. So I've now realized that when you ginger, you have power. You can do something. Just know that the other person can cause you. That person can either beat you very well or can cause you serious discomfort. So what I say now is, I know you will beat me, but I go tear your clothes. I go suffer you. Maybe that's what's happening in the US and Iran. But we are the ones also suffering. That's for sure. Secondly, yesterday we saw viral videos of the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State attending a City Boy event. I say, no joke. So when I saw it first, I wanted to excuse it. I'm like, maybe he was there to maintain security or something. But he was there fraternizing with the dignitaries. Police Commissioner exchanges pleasantries with dignitaries at Lagos City Boy Movement ESCO inauguration. Is that normal? See, we live in a very abnormal country. Very abnormal country. Why are people preaching in the bus? They say it is sign of the end time. Anyone that is criticizing it is a demon. That's what Nigerians say. The president, before bishops, announced all is fair in politics. How abnormal is a country like Nigeria? Let me introduce Mr. Emmanuel Ndukwe. Let's begin with this gist. He's our in-house analyst. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Good morning, Nigeria.
Is it normal to have the Commissioner of Police attend a political event? This one is a confirmed. The man was even smiling, waving people. Welcome, sir. Over and people started playing traditional beats for him. Olokpa. I'm like, eh? He entered the venue and was exchanging pleasantries with the dignitaries. Normal, right?
I think it's normal because I have told you always here that anybody that has climbed the ladder, perhaps be on the apex of any state, not to talk at the national level, is a politician, no matter his profession. You say Commissioner of Police in whichever state.
In Lagos State.
Thank you very much. He's a politician. So he also attended, just like you have people, politicians also tell you they are...
In his police uniform.
Of course.
With his decorated ranks.
That is the uniform he uses in discharging his own brand of political duty.
Are you being sarcastic right now?
No, I'm not. See, you know why I'm saying this? The president, or let's say the Inspector General of Police, want to say anything, he will go through the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. That's talking about whatever belongs to Lagos State. Now, he will go through that Commissioner of Police. And in those instructions, there will be political angle to those instructions. It is the Commissioner of Police that will execute that with precision, if they will ever have precision. But the only thing is that to know, very important, is that any of them that is at that level is a politician because his duties are mixed with politics and also professionalism. And professionalism is hardly got or reached. But that of political affairs will always be everywhere, completely ubiquitous. So for me, it is a normal thing. He just came. The politicians will also tell you they have gone back to their families. At least Chief Ikimi said that when he left APC to PDP. I think he left PDP to APC. And when he left APC back to PDP, just tell me. So APC was not, when he left PDP to APC, he made comments that is more or less you can equate to being back to his family. And he left APC back to PDP. He now confirmed it, that he's gone back to his family. So you can now see, it's the same thing, the police commissioner going to a political meeting. What is the difference? He knows all the big wigs there in that meeting. They interact cordially.
There's a huge difference.
Please tell me.
It's like saying a judge attend a political gathering of a particular political group, and I say, oh, it's normal.
Are you true?
The police. No, I said it's a bit different.
No, go on. I'm listening.
I do understand.
I'm listening to you.
I do understand what you're saying and what you're not saying.
Okay.
I do understand both.
Okay.
Absolutely. In fact, succinctly. Oh wow, English. I feel it. Right. I understand it. However,
yes.
Any surprise why we are the way we are in our country? Since that is normal.
Well, see, Kelly, I can also see and sense where you are heading to. Let me tell you, it is an abnormality for a professional person.
No, no, you don't need to. You don't need to say it. You said. I understand the said and the unsaid.
Good.
I don't want us to say the unsaid.
It's all right. Now,
any wonder why our country is the way it is?
The answer is no. No. Because of these abnormalities that you mixed politics with professionalism. That is why we are where we are. A politician will not know his boundary, and a professional will not know his. As a matter of fact, some people have used their own hands and made a profession or professionalism political. And politicians have become professional politicians with their hands. And tell me, in such a country, why would things work in the right path? No way, it won't.
Is it also that they don't know the bound? I don't want to believe that they don't know the bound.
No, they do. They do. It's just a matter of massaging their ego. They are looking for their own interests.
But there is an enabler. There must be an enabler.
Yes.
If an officer says, I want to get into politics,
good.
I don't know the laws. I don't know the laws. Whether the Police Act, I don't know the laws. But for common sense, the person on the opposition will wonder, will this man ensure that I get security if my life is at risk from this camp that he has gone to? How do you give confidence to everybody in the society that looks upon you as the head security manager of the state?
Yes.
How can they look at you to say, we even doubt that the governor will not seek to protect members of his party, right?
Yeah.
More than he would ensure that there is justice for all of us across party lines.
Yeah.
But when the police commissioner wears his uniform with his badge,
good,
walks into a political event that favors one group,
yes,
right? The question I'm asking is, another one is, there must be an enabler. There's someone that, if there was someone that told him, oh boy, see that's what you do. We know say to get us things bill, but then they do them. Go suspension for 3 weeks. When another person hears that man was suspended for that thing,
good.
Eh?
In ideal countries.
Others, no, in an ideal country,
yes,
it won't even happen.
No, it won't happen. But if mistakenly, because we are still on this earth.
In an ideal country,
yes,
that thing will not happen.
But I'm telling you, there may be mistakes.
But in this, that kind of mistake is a career-ending mistake in an ideal country.
Okay, let's forget that. Because I know that there could be mistakes, and then mistakes, there could be latitude that since it's the first, and there's a realization that there's this lacuna, let's end it there.
Mr. Dukwe,
yes.
In an ideal country,
yes,
that officer will not come back to his position.
Well, you might be right, but I'm telling you that such mistakes may have been happening. And in some nations where we look at as ideal nations, it will still hold because it was the very first one.
No, maybe not in Russia, because it's not a democracy. It is what it is. But this is where I'm going to. There must be an enabler.
No, Kelly, I agree with you. See, the enabler, since you are talking about it so much, is the political interest. And politics, Nigerian brand, reverse around interests. No other thing. Not that the people, you see, that's why when we talk about Constitution said, it is for somebody like me who doesn't matter much in Nigeria. If I break any statement or any law from a pronouncement that a judge representing the Constitution has made, they will come after me with the speed of light. But if anybody in the House of Assembly, I want to start from there, House of Assembly of a state breaks it will linger. Picking him up will linger and linger and linger. If there is anybody even lower than a House member, but is in an office where the governor is backing him, nobody will pick him up. So you can now see the interest of the few who are known politicians is what is leading the country. So it won't be a surprise to me, particularly, that a police officer of the level of a commissioner of police will go attend a political meeting. He's one of them. He's one of them. Oh, if you think otherwise, well, I hold this my idea, because right there, you will see even, is it military officers will make pronouncements that will support the political class completely. Are they not the one paying him?
Wow. Nothing as shocking as... I feel like it's worse in this administration.
Administration cannot be the same.
No, I feel like it's a feeling. I could be
wrong.
Very, very wrong.
But you are right.
But I just feel like it's worse. The level of I don't care what people think in this administration seem to be loudest.
Yeah.
Like how? They used to hide to do these things, so they used to hide, and somebody would say, see, commissioner spotted in this event, just snuck himself in, mixed with the crowd, and he just there. They used to hide. But this one, the guy came out of his car, walked on the red carpet. Now to start take picture remain. He walked on the red carpet, they were saluting him, the band played Olopa. He didn't dance, he walked in, entered, was shaking the hands of dignitaries.
Of course, he's one of them. Family terrain.
No.
Kelly, you don't understand the depth of this thing I'm saying. See,
no, I'm talking
all of them are this.
The reason I'm dazed right now is it is the what is wrong about this? There's something wrong about it.
That is it now. I'm telling you, interest. When politicians have come out vocally and said that no permanent enmity, no permanent friendship, but you see interest is permanent. And that is why they commit everything you can think of, because of their interest.
Wow. It's hard, though.
You heard them say no sin in politics.
All is fair in politics.
Huh?
Do you hear? In fact, it's for opinion. This is a theme for today. Do you hear Tinubu? We talked about it yesterday, but we talked about the other part. Tinubu said all is fair in politics.
Good. You've heard it from the politician in chief.
All is fair in politics.
Good.
Mr. Ndukwe,
yes.
You have a political ambition, I have a political ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have support from the state. I engineer get you killed to win election. And somebody says, all is fair in politics.
Is that a sin? Killing that person? Looking at it with the eye of politics in Nigeria? Tell me it's sin, because I know that's what you are angling to say. If you say so, it's a sin.
It is abominable.
Thank you very much. You are looking at it with the eye of reality. But with political eyes, it's no sin. They've already told you no sin in politics.
Okay, so this is the said and unsaid again. Little wonder why we are where we are in our country. Isn't that the case?
Well, that's the truth now, but we said it. We've highlighted it several times. That's why we are where we are. Because you mix professionalism and reality, assuming one is not even a professional. Then you belong to whatever you are doing, not as a profession. But the reality is that things should be separated. But in Nigeria, politics leads everything. And of course, if you do not belong to them, nothing for you. Nothing for you. Nothing absolutely for you.
Chief Engineer Kiadom Richard Dekai, MNSC 2019 Governorship Candidates, Publicity Secretary, Concerned and Patriotic Ex-Governorship Candidates, Rivers State G1. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Very good people of Rivers State. A very cool and chill day.
We have a short time before we go for a very short time before we go for a commercial. Let me just take a view of Commissioner of Police in Lagos State appearing at the City Boy movement event.
You see, everything about political and politics of this very time, this era, is quite different. Everything about politics, these administrations of His Excellency President Tinubu, Ahmed Bola, is quite different. Everything is turned upside down. Is thrown to the gutter. Because the leader have said what he said, no sin. Who can do anything he wants to do. So everybody is tilting towards that direction. Everybody is going to that direction. A whole commissioner of police, a man who stands to protect everybody in the whole Lagos state, going towards leaning towards a political side. What do you think? What do you expect in the main or general elections? Kelly, see, we can speak, we can talk, but what happened next?
What happened next? When we'll come back, we'll explore that. We'll have to go for this break. It will take us till 9, pay some more bills after that, and return. Please stay with us.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
All right, we have Maureen from Non's Luxury Homes joining us at this time. Hi, Maureen. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome. Tell us what you do at Non's. Are there unique offers for today?
We always get fantastic offers.
I say unique.
Okay, unique offer, yes, we get
Okay.
better one.
Please go on.
Yes, so my country people, on a good morning for inside this morning. My name na Maureen from Non's Luxury Home Limited. We don't carry this better, according to Mr. Kelly, say unique offer when go sweet you for Bele. Come this morning. This one now they introduce No Flourish Estate. No Flourish Estate Phase 2 when they for Imogu Omawa near Cattle's filling station. This one na land when we say if you buy them, you go start to build immediately, and you not gonna need to fear anything concerning us because we be family real estate, and also we dey take care of you. By God grace, we dey maintain standard. Why not use this opportunity? Come buy this land when we say now the launching price, now promo price now we dey so. Before you go hear say they don't increase am or the money don't add or you don't finish. Why not use this opportunity? Come buy this land when be just 1.8 million naira. Yes, you dey hear me. No be 2 million, no be 2.5, no be 3 million. Not just 1.8 million naira. So they buy and we dey allocate you immediately. Outright payment na just 1.8 million naira, while instrumental payments na 2 million naira. Why not use this opportunity? Grab this land, call us on this our number. Begin dey come our office today. We go carry you, go show you where the land today, and as you dey make payment today, we dey allocate you today. So our phone number, well, you go take call us now. 0808 414 6285. 0808 414 6285. And the second line now 0913 238 2724. 0913 238 2724. And our office address there for number 120 Airport Road, Igritale. Yes, so my country people, no dey waste time before you go here say e don finish and we still get another land again when be No Flourish Estate Phase 3. This one na hot cake when they inside because they don't fence and run. Imagine when you go buy land finish now, come they find how you go take the fence and run. No, for this one, you know they like that. Now just for you to buy am, you go start to the build immediately because we don't do them in a way when we say if you buy am, you go start to the build immediately. Why not use this opportunity when we say this land there for promo and electricity don't be nearby? Why not use opportunity? Buy yourself this land. Gift yourself a land. A land when we say if you buy them, you go begin the build, you go parking enter am. Anyhow when you do am na your own land na e be na just launching price of 2.2 million naira for this first one. Na 2.2 million naira for outright payment, while instrumental payment na 2.5 million naira. But your first deposit fit be 1 million or 1.5. Anyone wey you wan do na your own payment na e be. Then we go help you spread the balance for 3 months. Why not use this opportunity? Call us make we carry you go show you where this land dey for Imogu, Omagwa, near Curtis filling station, just 5 minutes drive from airport roundabout. And the number wey you go take call us na 0808 414 6285. 0808 414 6285. And the second line na 0913 238 2724. 0913 238 2724. And our inspection days na every day from Monday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. As you dey come, we no dey waste your time. Na just to carry you go show you where this land dey. We go still carry you come back. Apart from all this money when I mention, you no dey pay any extra money, nothing like agent fee, no community wahala, no bush entry, no drinking money, no inspection free. Everything na free for our land. And another thing be say you go collect free deed of conveyance. Na be the document when we dey give you, make you know say yes, you don buy land for our hand. Yes, so now wetin we dey give be that. So call us again on this our number. May we carry you go show you where this land dey for Omagwa. Omagwa na peaceful place. When we say if you buy land, you go close your eyes, sleep, because nobody go worry you. So our phone number na 0808 414 6285. 0808 414 6285. And the second number na 0913 238 2724. 0913 238 2724. And remember say yes, you dey buy car. They no say car when you dey bad na bad thing. No, car to buy car no be bad thing. But remember say you go dey maintain car, you go dey put oil, they put fuel. But when you come carry money buy land, you no go renew anything for the land. The land go dey appreciate, they go. So this land when you buy now, if you buy this land now like 1.8 million naira, or you buy land now of 2.2 million naira, maybe in next 3 years or 4 years, 5 years, you go dey sell am like 30 million naira. Wetin you think? No be better investment with that. But the car when you buy today, even your children self no go fit use am because e don become old model. But if you buy land, that time the land don appreciate, you don dey sell am better thing. So why you no use this opportunity? Come our office, come buy land for your children, come buy land for your children, come buy land when be say yes, they go know say my papa don give us better inheritance. When we say if we dey look and go say yes, papa don do it. But if you buy car, no be say car na bad thing, no. But car no be investment. But land na good investment. So call us on this our number. May we carry go show you where this land dem dey. Our number na 0808 414 6285. 0808 414 6285. And the second line na 0913 238 2724. 0913 238 2724.
When are your inspection days?
Yes, so our inspection days na every day from Monday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. As you dey come sharply, we don carry you go show you where the land dey. And we no dey collect anything from your hand.
Okay. Those that pay installment, how long do they have to complete their payments?
Yes, they say no be everybody fit pull out everything when they their account at once. They fit start as low as 1 million. Then we go help them spread the balance for 3 months. That one now, for the one of 1.8 million, they go pay 2 million. Then the one of 2.2 million, they go pay 2.5 because na instrumental payments na im dem do.
All right, the documents that you give?
We dey give free deed of conveyance, instant allocation. We no dey tell you make you go come. As you dey buy am immediately, we dey allocate you as you dey there. We don receive that money. Na the next thing na to give you your land, and na wetin we dey do sharply.
So final words, phone number, physical address.
Yes, so my country people, they say land na asset, while rent na money taker. You imagine you when we say you go dey pay rent from January to December from that same price, 1.8 million naira, you go use and go pay for rent. Why not use this opportunity, bring out the money, buy the land, build am anyhow, even if na bacha you do, stay inside, dey do am small small. Na your own land na e be. And remember say our office dey for number 120 Airport Road, Igiri. And the number when you go take call us, come our office before you go hear say you don finish or they don increase the price. Our number na 0808 414 6285. 0808 414 6285. And the second line na 0913 238 2724. 0913 238 2724. And we look forward to see you now for our office.
Before you go, your social media handles.
Yes, so our social media, anywhere you find us, you go see us. So if na WhatsApp, if na TikTok, if na Google, Facebook, anywhere we did, they just type Nonce Luxury Home Limited, will go appear.
Maureen from Nonce Luxury Homes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
News update next. Please stay with us.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good morning. Here is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. Nigeria Customs Service has announced the implementation of the 2026 fiscal policy measures and tariff amendments approved by President Bola Tinubu. The announcement was made in a statement issued by the Customs spokesperson Abdullahi Mewada. The approved fiscal policy measures introduce comprehensive amendments to Nigeria's customs and excise tariff framework aimed at supporting domestic industrial development, facilitating legitimate trade, and improve the administration of fiscal and tariff policies across the country. Accordingly, the approved amendments include the revised Import Adjustment Tax (IAT) list for the implementation of the ECOWAS Common External Tariff 2022 to 2027, the revised national list for the implementation of the ECOWAS Common External Tariff 2022 to 2027. Others are the revised Import Prohibition List Trade, the revised list of goods liable to excise duty, the green tax surcharge on motor vehicles with engine capacities of 2,000 cc and above, and the revised export prohibition list. The Board of Trustees of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund has announced that tertiary institutions with delayed or abandoned TED Fund-funded projects will not be allowed to access new intervention projects under the 2027 allocation cycle unless they complete the outstanding projects. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Aminu Masari, made this known in a statement signed by its head of public relations, Abdulmumin Oniyangi, adding that it's aimed at addressing persistent delays in the execution of intervention projects across beneficiary institutions, despite previous efforts to resolve the challenge. Masari said the board had taken a final stand on the issue after observing that many institutions continue to fail in completing approved projects within stipulated time frames. He explained that although external factors such as fluctuations in the prices of construction materials initially contributed to the project delays, the board had introduced a special intervention line in 2023 to enable institutions complete affected projects. The Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammadu Said Abubakar III, has pledged the unwavering support of traditional institutions to the federal government in the fight against terrorism and banditry. He declared that community leaders are ready to work 100% with security agencies to flush out criminals from their enclaves. The Sultan made the commitment during the opening ceremony of the 2006 National Conference of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACPAN, in Abuja, where he also commended President Bola Tinubu for establishing the Ministry of Livestock Development, assuring the president that traditional rulers and community leaders would mobilize support at the grassroots to deny terrorists and other criminal elements safe haven. The State Security Services SSS has arraigned a man identified as Somalia Ibrahim Kegama before a federal high court in Abuja for, among others, allegedly soliciting and raising funds in support of the activities of the Islamic State West Africa Province ISWAP and the Jamaatul Ali Sunnah leader Boko Haram. Kegama pleaded not guilty when the 4-count charge was read to him. He's accused of concealing information about acts of terrorism by Islamic State West Africa Province ISWAP and Jamaatul Ali's Boko Haram, and directly and willingly solicit, acquire, collect, receive, and possess funds from unsuspecting members of the public with intention and knowledge that it will be used to finance ISWAP and Boko Haram. Following the defendant's not guilty plea, the prosecuting counsel, Kaliatus Eze, applied that the defendant be remanded in the protective custody of the SSS in the interest of national security and that of the defendant. Ruling Justice Salim Ibrahim overruled the defense and ordered that Kegama be remanded in the custody of the SSS. He adjourned till September 24 for commencement of trial. And that's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Tune in for a journey beyond the ordinary.
Fasten your seatbelts.
We are not just a station, we are the station. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. Our conversation would continue in just a bit. Let's go to the market. We have Mr. Godwin from G-Wing FX joining us this morning. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right. For those hearing you for the first time, they would like to know what you do, what you represent, and perhaps special offers available today.
All right. Thank you so much. Whenever G-Wing shows up, millions of money is about to change hands.
Oh, wow.
Wow. A lot of goodies for my listeners and those of them that love money.
Okay.
Those of them that loves money. All right, thank you so much. This is G-Wing FX. By the way, you're looking good. I like your hairstyle, your outfit.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Thank you so much. All right, I brought a whole lot of things for us, a whole lot of things. This is about money. This is about our lives, about our lifestyle, right? A wise man once said, we see the world not the way it is, but the way we are, or the way our minds have been conditioned to see it, right? Now, when you look at the political world, some persons, from their own view, they see the political world as a place to be close to to be around the corridors of power. Some persons see the political world as a place to embezzle money. Some persons see the political world as a place to change lives, to change the trajectory of people's lives, right? And that's how it is too. When people see the forex market, when they look at the financial market, what are you seeing? Some persons, they see it as a place where people gamble. Some persons see it as a place where people play bets. Some persons see it as a place where people risk their funds. Some persons see it as a place where they could change their lives, right? Now, in the financial market, the forex market is man-made. So the solution, the profitability, you making a whole lot of money from the forex market is also man-made. right? So for some persons that have been struggling in the financial market, I mean, I've been coming here for years. Some of you listening to me now have been listening to me over the years. You've been hearing me on air, on radio, talking about the financial market, talking about the forex market. Some of you are in the state of indecision. Should I not? Now I'm going to share with you a whole lot of things to know. And for the fact that G-Wing FS has stayed for these years, for this number of years, right? The last time I came here, I made a challenge. I gave a challenge. If you can provide just one person over the years that has stayed with G-Wing FX, that has lost his or her capital with G-Wing FX, come, I'm going to give the person 2 million naira. That's how G-Wing is. It's a challenge. Even you listening to me, I'm going to give you 2 million naira, right? G-Wing FX is built brick by brick, block by block, belief by belief, faith by faith. G-Wing FX has different regulations from different regulatory bodies, right? Has certificates from different places. G-Wing FX has been operational for years. That's why we are giving this challenge. If you have just one person, come, I'm going to give you 2 million naira. That's how it is with G-Wing FX. And that's why we've come today for the program we are having this particular Saturday, for this particular exceptional and unique program coming this Saturday. Now, don't even wonder what this program is. It's for your own good. It's for your good. For those of us that have been listening to me, you've not been to a program of this particular one. This one is so unique that it's going to feature a whole lot of things. Right? It's going to feature a whole lot of things here. You have access for scholarships. Now, when I come here, talk about scholarships, some persons wonder, does he really give this scholarship? Look out for people that have been in any of our programs where we promise scholarships. You're going to see, they are going to testify, and you are going to see it yourself. We give out scholarships, which will be given out this Saturday, 12 p.m., right? You have access to 2.5 million naira, right? 2.5 million naira. Now, is this program free? Yes, it's exclusively free. We are not charging nobody for this particular forex and financial program, right? We will introduce you to what is called end-to-end laser trading system. End-to-end laser trading system / the fund management system. Some of you have been trading, have been struggling. When you ask some of them, they say, I've been persistent. I believe one day I'm going to be profitable in this market. Especially those of them that have been trading, they believe in persistence. Now, let me tell you this. During military operations, persistence is not what matters. What matters is victory. And that's why G-Wing FS has been there, right? That's why G-Wing FS, we are result-oriented, right? Every company, you've been hearing about G-Wing FS. Most companies have been coming and going. But what is that one thing that has been keeping G-Wing FS? What is that one thing that has been keeping G-Wing FS? And we continue to be there, right? For the fund management, for those of them, this is for people that perhaps not around, working outside and don't even have time. G-Wing FS has been managing funds for years, not just today. I've been managing people's funds for years, right? Let's say you have a particular capital, you are in the bank. Instead of leaving it in the bank, waiting for it to stay there for years and without no interest, G-Wing FS can be giving you up to 6% every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. 6% every weekly, and it's so transparent that you see what is happening from your end, we see what is happening from our end. You are not giving us the money. It's what you are doing, you are seeing it. You can make withdrawal from your end, you can do whatever from your end, and whenever you wish to terminate, you let the company know and you do that. So that is the benefit of working with G-Wing FS. It has been there for years. Don't take me by my words. Go out, ask people that have been with G-Wing FS. Ask clients that have been with G-Wing FS. For those of them talking about, are you sure they are only doing forex? Are you sure forex is what gives them money when they see us displaying and the rest? Come and see yourself, right? And also, we have what is called mirror trading, which we are also going to introduce you to. We have the raffle and exposition to the market. We have what we call the expert classes for those of them that wants to follow us, brick by brick, block by block, holding you by your hands to where you ought to be, right? But this particular Saturday, if you've been trading and you are finding it difficult, come this Saturday. As a matter of fact, if you have a live account, you already have an existing account, come with it. We are going to trade there and you're going to go home with a whole lot of funds, right? You are going to go home with a whole lot of funds, even in your own trade, right? We don't preach love with, when it comes to trading. We don't do preaching. We don't talk much. You see it live, right? You see it live. All you just have to do is to send I do to 081 4893 7861. I come again. You said I do to 081 4893 7861. 081 4893 7861. 081 4893 7861. Right? Remember what I said? I said during military operations, it is not the most persistent group or the most persistent troop that matters. The most important thing is victory, right? G-Wing FS has been here for years. I keep telling us, bring just one person. You've been listening to me. You hearing me now. You've been hearing me for years, and you are still in the state of, should I do this? Should I do that? Now, a wise man said we suffer more in our minds than in reality, right? And Alexander the Great, he said he got to where he is right now, not by listening to people who have not won any battle, but by listening to people that have won battles, right? So you hear this yourself, you see this yourself, come to a place where you will see trading life, where you will see the trajectory being changed. All you just have to do is to send I do. Now, there was a time I also struggled like you. For those of them that are actually struggling, having issues in the forex market, there was a time it was like that too for me, right? So me that is the founder, the head, the team lead G-Wing FS. I was once unprofitable, right? It got to a point. You would even ask yourself, is this thing really working? Many years ago. But you see in life, there is black, there is white, there is tall, there is short, there is bad, there is good, right? The reason you are making losses, that's because there are people making profit somewhere. The reason you are making losses, that's because there are people making profit. We had to do a whole lot of things that change the trajectory, and that's why G-Wing FS has been there for long, and we continue to be there. For you to be profitable, it's not about the forex market. The forex market do not make people rich. I repeat, the forex market do not make people rich, right? Yes, everybody will be rich. It's the people, the right mentorship you follow, the people you follow, the places, the environment you find yourselves that make people rich. Show me just one person that has been with G-Wing FX over the years and lost his capital trading with G-Wing FX or doing business with G-Wing FX. Meet me, I'm going to give you 2 million naira. That's how we are. Passing through G-Wing FX is like passing a thread through a needle. All you just have to do is to send I do to 081 4893 7861. Remember, this is going to feature 2 million naira access, which you will be privileged to have. You're going to have scholarship, end-to-end laser trading system, /fund management. I explained this earlier. Then for those of them that wants to pass through the classes, the certifications, and the whole, and all of them, right? Remember, G-Wing FS has certificates from different bodies in the country, right? So all you just have to do is to send I do to 081 4893 7861. I come again, 081 4893 7861. I do to to 081 48937861. Now, our mind is not built for we to succeed. It's built for we to survive. That is why whenever you try taking a step, you try doing something new, there will be a setback, an indecision on your inside telling you, should I do this, should I not do this? That's because you've not tried something new. That's because you've not done something new. That is why G-Wing FS is there. I still keep my challenge. Over the years, you've been listening to us. You've been listening to G-Wing FX. Just get me one person, I'm saying this on air right now, that lost his or her capital trading forex as a result or because he met G-Wing FX. I'm gonna give you 2 million naira as a waiver, or as just to let you know how far we've come. All you just have to do is to send I do. Remember, this will feature 2 million naira of benefits to those of them for some of those of them coming. It's gonna feature scholarships. Check the videos. Go and check. Ask questions about G-Wing FS, classes, and the rest. So all you have to do is to send I do to 081 4893 7861. 081 4893 7861.
Okay. Final words. I know you said a lot already. You still have a final word to say. Where's the venue?
Okay, 52 Psychiatric Hospital Road.
That's the venue.
Yes, Rumibu. All you just have to do is to send I do. My team will get to you, will reach out to you, and we make plans for you, for your coming. It's exclusively free.
All right.
More the market, for the market woman, for the lecturer, whatever field and capacity you are working under is for everybody. You are going to see people like you. You are going to see people that their lives change through this.
Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin from G-Wing FX, making the time to be here.
Thank you so much.
We'll return to our conversation in a bit. Please stay with us.
Stay informed, stay ahead. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM and exciting sports updates. Your trusted source for everything you need to know. Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Thank you all for staying with us. Let's continue. Let me read some messages from the traditional SMS channel. This FIPC something case Golongo, they are all really sitting on a long thing. How do you make a case for a suspect in your custody and is still alive? And at the same time, you are still making excuses why he can't be present to defend himself. Do you see how the chairman was trying to aid the public and the press on what to write and believe in the case, giving a narrative to exonerate the chief of staff? This script, Golongo. Didi, that's your contribution. Thank you so much. Kelly, are you surprised at Mr. President's comment? All is fair in politics. Now you will understand why the Canadian court declared, and Canadian court did not declare. Fine, John, I've moved on. If you guys want to have, let's have practical conversation. Don't give me innuendos. I know that if I gave you innuendo here, would you take it? Fine, John, I don't have a problem. Eat and wait for that 3 4.
There are things you don't say. Don't talk of a president of a whole over 250 million people saying everything is fair, both bad and both good. Kelly, I don't know. So it now means that everybody will told that lie. It means that everybody in this country will told all the military, all the whatever we told that same lie, because the man who govern, the man who takes care of them has said so. That you can do a wrong thing and go with it. Kelly, we are almost running. Our bars of battery is almost gone.
Maybe.
We are at the end of our the power of our battery.
Maybe yours or
no, Kelly. When the leader say a thing like this, what does it mean? It says what, Kelly? It means that he does not regard anybody. does not know, he doesn't want to hear from anybody, doesn't want to know anything from anybody. All that he wants is what he wants is what wants to go. And how can that help a nation of over 200 something million?
Okay.
Well, it's very shocking and surprising to hear from the president like that.
Well, let's talk about this PFIPC. Since it's just me and you, let's have this conversation. The secretary, the head of service.
Yes.
Head of service to the civil
Was in Jack.
DC was in Jack. Literally just admitted that we're liable for this mistake. That's a career civil servant. That's a core professional.
That's the end of the government.
She said, but thinking about some of the things that she said, once we see the presidential seal, that logo, we do not go through other details.
It flows.
We just assume that it is legit.
Due diligence is off.
And that's what happened in this case. That the moment we just
cited it.
Once I cite, I'm like, this is legit. I'm like, okay. And then she said a few things did not add up. The Establishment Act did not add up, and a few other things did not add up. I'm like, okay. Is it possible really that it was a civil service mistake?
Kelly, it wasn't. It's only a cover up at this point now. It is only a cover up of the failure of a system that has operated over time. Ghost workers, ghost ministries, ghost parastatals, ghost human beings. In fact, it's a failure of the system that we operate. Before she denied that our first appearance, she denied. After some water has come and so glaring, she now said, I cited government logo and I flow with it. A whole career civil servant that has grown from the first cadre to the last cadre. From the first cadre to the last cadre. And you are saying it's a mistake. The system is rotten. And it is being encouraged by these administrations because it is believed or perceived that the head, like we just said, that everything goes. So everybody is going to toe that line. Who knows what has happened in other places, other ministries that are going to be unearthed at this point? That you are going to admit today there is a fault of, okay, so if it's your fault, why don't resign? An admittance of this in other countries will lead to resignation of that person from that office. Yes, that's a failure of a line and a stretch of duty that you could not scrutinize situations that come before you. You don't read, you don't do anything. You just see seal of the presidency, you pen, you say move. Kelly, where is that done?
Well,
where is that done if not only in this Tinubu administration?
She said it's a very peculiar situation.
Where is that done, for Christ's sake? Very pathetic. And they come out to even have the guts to tell people to say it.
Okay.
Kelly, I keep emphasizing that it was because of sharing.
Sharing of what?
Sharing of money that we are cruel to that place. The disagreement of people to share that look that caused this whole experience we are seeing today.
Well, you can insist all you want. It's your right.
But you know I'm right. I'll push some documents.
I don't
you
know.
I'm right.
I don't know if you are right. I only said you can insist all you want. It is your right. Doesn't make
to
it
say
right.
what is right and what is
right.
Your
right doesn't make it right. So you can insist all you want. I'm Opus Bobo Boss of Ray Brown, managing consultant, CEO, Grain Consulting. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, my fellow panelists. Hello to our listeners across Nigeria.
So today I have a theme. All is fair in politics. Please, sir, how do you rate this statement? All is fair in politics. Tinubu said so.
Well, the witches of Enzo said something like that.
Witches of Enzo?
Yes, when Macbeth was asking
Oh,
if you will go to battle and come back,
okay.
and they were telling him that no man born of a woman can kill him. In that drama piece, that statement was inferred upon that all is fair in battle and war. So
We even know today that doesn't even apply now.
of course, the witches disappointed Macbeth. The witches deceived him. And so if our president, the president of a country that has produced the Nobel literature, a Nobel Prize winner in literature, who happens to be his bosom friend, cannot understand the dialectic of that statement in Macbeth and makes it his biblical quote, then Nigeria is in trouble. Because you cannot say that all is fair in politics. No. In fact, politics requires everything to be fair so that policies and programs of government can attend to the needs of the people. Nigerians must guard their loins and take the president seriously. He is a contestant in the coming election. Compare him to another president that has passed through this country, former President Jonathan, Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan said, all is not fair. You can't win politics, you can't win the presidency by a spill of the blood of any Nigerian because I want to be president. He didn't say it was fair to go ahead and do so. So we must know that this is an administration that has debased the value of human life, debased our aspiration as citizens, debased our rights in the name of presidential ambition when he says that all is fair. He's declaring war on all of us. He's declaring war not just on all of us, but on doing the right things. The right things no longer will count. What that means is that going forward, we cannot expect the system to respect rules. You were just talking about what's going on in Oshu. It's an application of that statement. All is fair. So anything, the other time he had been quoted, reportedly, I don't know, I can't remember hearing him. Let me say allegedly then, that he will not be expected to help his opponent.
No, he said so.
He said so during the.
Well, I didn't read
So he's no longer alleged. He said so.
I
didn't
That
read
you don't,
yes.
you don't expect me to come and fix your political party for you.
But the job of the president is to fix a system that will deliver fairness to all sides. Late President Yaradua did that. Even though he benefited from the election that was adjudged to be founded on very wrong foundations, an application of rules by EFCC, by the INEC. Yaradua went ahead, condemned the election, apologized, and set up a corrective mechanism, meaning that the president of a country in that office ceases to be a candidate, ceases to see himself as a candidate, must see himself as a moral champion, a standard bearer for what is best in his country. You cannot say because you want power, how you get it. At the first time in 2022, he had said power is like an a la carte. You know, you must seize it, grab it, and run with it. Whether it is your own or not, it doesn't matter. Just seize it and grab it. You know, so our president, by that statement that all is fair, is dispensing with morality in politics. He is dispensing with responsibility of statesmanship as the president of a country, as the moral leader of the country, as the standard bearer who should say what is right and wrong. In fact, not say, he should take custody. He's the custodian of what is right and wrong. At the same level, the governors should copy him and uphold what is right and condemn what is wrong, so that citizens do not suffer unfairly. What he has done by this statement is to open the gates to intimidate Nigerians. Those who don't agree with him, what befalls them is, whatever befalls them will be part of all is fair. We will need to organize ourselves and say to President Tinubu and those who crafted that speech for him that all is not fair in politics. Politics must be played according to the rules, the laws set by the set by the National Assembly and approved by the people. Politics must be played to place the dignity of the Nigerian citizen as the first priority of government, the dignity, safety of lives and property as the first priority of government. Any government that cannot achieve that has no right being in power. So all is not fair. But let me contextualize this in terms of the political philosophy that statement represents. It shows a certain degree of desperation, a certain degree of willingness to go over the hill in order to win at all costs. It sounds Machiavellian, the evil side of Machiavelli, because in Machiavelli, in the Prince which Machiavelli wrote, he was thinking about what you do to strengthen the state, that the end will justify the means. He wasn't saying, go and kill anybody you find on the street. All is fair in order for me to remain king. No, he says, the prince must be seen as such, as a person with a big vision for his people, such that whatever he does to make the city, to make the state better and make his people happier, will receive public endorsement. So the end for Machiavelli is the happiness of the people, their progress, a greater vision serving them. But our politicians quote it upside down, that Machiavelli said the end justifies the means. Machiavelli didn't say it for personal benefit. He didn't say it for group benefit. He didn't say it to serve the interest of a cabal. He said no, to serve the interest of the state, to serve the vision that the people can be better. People must take for themselves the responsibility to make their society better. Therefore, all they do in pursuit of that must be considered as a desirable end for which any cost is adjudged payable.
Let's go for the news. When we come back, we'll continue. Please stay with us.
Looking to grow your business?
Ready to elevate your brand and reach the right audience? This is your moment to take your brand to the next level with Today 95.1 FM.
Your trusted voice, reaching thousands of listeners every single day.
From startups to established brands, we create powerful advertising solutions that boost your visibility and drive real growth.
Our affordable advertising packages are designed to give your business maximum visibility and real results.
Don't just advertise where people are listening.
Call us today on 0818-389-2850 or visit our station to book your slot now at Today FM Drive off East West Road, Obiapo.
Today FM 95.1.
Your voice, your market, your success.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. news update.
A very good morning to you. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. Presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress ADC, Atiku Abubakar, has told President Bola Tinubu to stop political confrontations and focus on Nigeria's worsening economy and security. Responding to Tinubu's statement that he was prepared to wrestle his opponent to the finish in 2027, Atiku described it as the comment of a drowning man trying to distract from his administration's failures. He said the president should instead address issues raised by the Catholic Bishops' Conference, including inflation, food insecurity, unemployment, and insecurity. Atiku argued that the president's real challenge is not the opposition but his own record in office, noting that millions of Nigerians are skipping meals, farming communities are under attack, and graduates have no jobs, while government borrowing continues to rise. The ADC presidential candidate said elections are won through performance, not rhetoric, and that in 2027 voters will decide at polling units, not in a wrestling arena. He urged Tinubu to spend the rest of his tenure tackling hunger and insecurity rather than political battles, adding that an ADC government would instead block leakages and invest in sectors that grow the economy and improve citizens' welfare. A violent encounter between security personnel and suspected bandits in Tudun, BC local community in Kebbi State has left 4 persons dead and 1 soldier missing. Chairman of the Danko Wasagu local government area, Husseini Bena, confirmed the incident, clarifying that the casualties included 2 forest guards and 2 civilians rather than a soldier as previously reported. Bena disclosed that while several bandits were neutralized, others fled with injuries. The region's insecurity is fueled by bandit camps in neighboring Zamfara and Niger states. He, however, noted that the local government and state authorities are ramping up efforts, joint security measures, urging residents to provide relevant and credible information to help restore peace. United States President Donald Trump has called on the newly appointed British Prime Minister Andy Burnham to take decisive action against illegal migration, cautioning that the crisis is killing the UK. In an interview, Trump criticized former PM Sir Keir Starmer's handling of the issue and labeled the influx of migrants from Africa, South America, and Asia as an invasion. Meanwhile, bilateral cooperation persists with the UK continuing to grant US forces access to British military bases for defensive strikes. And that is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
All right, we expect the guests to join us in a bit. When they get to the studio, we would continue with the interview. For now, let's move on. Some messages. I read some earlier. Let me read a few more from the WhatsApp channel. Okay. The Commissioner of Police was there to provide maximum security because the command received credible intelligence that hoodlums wanted to come and disrupt the inauguration. We may need to restart Nigeria at some point in the not too distant future because of these shenanigans. Osemeho from Rumokrusi, thank you so much for your contribution. Can you see the contrast between Jonathan and Tinubu? GJ said his ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. Tinubu said the direct opposite. No wonder the killings, insurgency, hunger, intimidations, and all the negativities is the mark of psychopathic disorder and inferiority complex. A true leader is empathetic and places the people first. Imagine how childish the police is sounding in Osun State. Melody Uniport, that's your contribution. Thank you. Fake agency head of service admits due diligence failure in recruitment waiver scandal. We heard that Adeyemi has not received monthly salaries or funds. The budget office confirmed there was no financial clearance, no lawful recruitment, no salary payments made for the disputed agency. Where did Adeyemi get the fund he used in hosting a meeting with foreign ambassadors at the Wells Carlton Hotel and apartments in Asokoro? Okay, the drama will surely have a part 2. Thank God ability attribute. That is your contribution. Thank you. Are you not aware that politicians stockpile dollars in their houses, some in the ceiling and over? Okay, so if you don't understand the conversation, stay out of it now. I can't be explaining these things to you. If you listen to the conversation, listen with a clear head. Baking, thank you for your contribution. I've moved on. Regarding the president's comments that all is well in politics, I would like to state that the president has shown a sense of tyranny. We must not accept this as Nigerians. John Owagugo, that's your contribution. Thank you. Hi, Kelly and others haven't listened to the head of service speaking, and I realized that there was a country called Nigeria, but our leaders have misplaced it. Until we find it, Nigeria would not be normal because we have leaders that do not have shame. Eric, that is your contribution. Let's move on from here, go to traditional SMS channel and take a few more. This one. A very good morning, Mr. Kelly, and my respected guests. I carefully listened to what played in the National Assembly through your station this morning. I think these are leaders are taking us for granted. Austin George from Rumomoy, that's your contribution. This one said, watching that woman they talk, na lie, you know, say person sign fake signature. These people, they Destiny from Delta State. It's difficult for me to read that pidgin, Forgive me. Head of the Civil Service and House of Reps are all chasing shadows. They all know that Baja will be nailed. He said they all know. And that is why he did not step aside. All is fair in politics. The president should fear God, at least for once. All right. He said it's Strait of Hormuz. How far? Mr. Dennis, I did a breakdown, yeah? I hope you got it. Expert from Amuma, Atiku Abubakar told President Tinubu to wrestle with his failure. Good talk. All right. But what a clever and brilliant way to respond to an opponent in a contest vis-a-vis Atiku's response to Tinubu. Like he stated, it is his performances that will do the test running for his re-election. If he so believes he has done so much, like we take responsibility.
For what?
We should have. You are the one saying under duress. I don't know if
She
under
did
duress.
not take responsibility for creating the figures.
She said she took responsibility because if they were thorough in diligently perusing through the documents, they would have spotted it. But because they went by the assumption, she said some persons in her ministry may never have seen a presidential directive before. That she, when she sees letters, correspondence like that, she only looks out for the seal of the president's office, the presidency. Once she sees that, she starts processing. So
it sounds very well rehearsed.
Exactly.
It sounds very well rehearsed.
When you listen to the way she articulated her points, the mistakes, and she said, "Oh, even the Establishment Act and so on and so forth," and then the cross-examination from Gagdi, the rep member. I'm like, wow.
The system that the National Assembly is presiding over is a corrupt system because it is founded on a feudal system that does not care about efficiency. It does not care about productivity. It does not want to make Nigeria a productive economy.
But would the ICPC investigation be different? It's the same set of people the ICPC
You've already seen the script they are working on. They have sat down and predetermined how this will go. The rest of it we are going to see is play acting. You know, everybody's given a role to play. If you play that role, you will get a soft landing. If you refuse to play that role, then you get knocked on the head big time, right? So everything is being done to create a forest, a security forest around Bajabia Mila, the equivalent of Sambisa forest, so he can stay there and be safe from the consequences of the misdeeds of his office.
As alleged.
No, not as alleged.
It's as alleged.
No. He is challenging the allegation.
Yes, in court.
Until proven so. we Nigerian people have a right to say that there is no way any Nigerian would easily get a secretariat office, get foreign diplomats coming into Nigeria to talk business about federal government, get to the presidency without the knowledge of his office. He needs to convince us that he did not know about these things.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
He needs also to convince us.
No, but he needs. These questions are valid.
Yes.
That's the reason why we'll be paying attention to this agency.
Not just paying attention, we should have a... You see, Kelly...
No, my only point is, when you say the misdeeds that he has carried out, that is an allegation. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, the misdeeds that we've seen in the existence of an agency under him. Yes.
That way you haven't directly called him out.
Yes. Okay.
That's my point.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for wrapping it in good blankets.
Mr. Enukwe, the head of service takes responsibility for what happened. They missed it. It's a unique situation. They missed it.
Well, I wouldn't be the one to extricate her. But I doubt it if she should ordinarily take responsibility for that. Because I know very well that if they are going to open a fresh office, like that Adeyemi may have walked in before, they should have talked about, what's the name, this Benue person also. What's the name of...
the secretary.
Yes, secretary. Good. Yes.
SGF.
Of course. When there will be a minute to head of service. Finally, we've finished with this guy, engage him, look at this and that.
That's what she's saying now. She's saying those documents were all faked.
Understand my angle. So, owning up the responsibility is what I don't know. I don't know, but she had done it and I'm not extricating her from that.
Let me say it again.
Good.
The correspondences they received.
Okay.
Right? She believes that after they went through and looked at them again, they are fake. That's what she said.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So even if it looks like it has the signature of Baja, when they cross-match that document with others, cross-reference that document with other documents, right? The signature was not matching. That's one. Some of the other documents that were said to be official government documents that they used in working, when they checked again, they realized that those documents were faked. That's what she's saying.
Well, Kelly, in that way, I will say she's a high-level government official. She can be told to own it up on behalf of others. Because the establishment of that particular unit did not originate with her. That's why I'm saying that I don't know why she will come up and bear responsibility for that. But all the same,
she's a fall guy.
All the same, she had done so. It's not a manual that will go and change her. So, what I'm only asking is, why is it so difficult for Baja, at least, whether faked or not, there's a signature. That's what we are now getting from the statement of this HOS. Is it HOS? Yes.
Correspondent.
Now, they have a Baja signature, but if they had looked at it very well, whether they would have found out any fishy position of it and said, no, it's not the right thing. How would they have done so? How did that Baja own come on that particular paper?
It's fake now. That's what you're saying. It's fake.
That's what we are saying. Now,
they say the man is a scam. He's a scammer. That's what she's saying.
See, Kelly, I don't know how. That means in Nigeria is not. We are not secure here. That's what it means. That our government is not secure. That somebody a single individual could just bulldoze himself here into government and then fake up everything, and then he handed an office. Now allocated staff, everything. And they made diplomats to be coming in.
Yes.
What kind of thing is that, Kelly?
Diplomats don't come into Nigeria without clearing from the office of the president.
Well, that's what I think. That's where this matter started from. Now, when the Ministry of Foreign Affairs observed that that agency was having a meeting with diplomats, they now raised a memo to the office of the chief of staff to ask a question. In fact, the memo was to the SGF's office. The SGF now forwarded that memo to the COS's office. That's how it did this whole thing. That's how it escalated.
Yes.
Why do we have a ministry duplicating the functions of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs?
Yes.
It was at that point that the disclaimer started flying. We don't know this ministry. We don't know this agency. This agency is a fake. From there, it snowballed into to save our job.
To save the person that possibly Nigerians are calling out, which we understand is a real culpable suspect in this matter. So that is a very face-saving situation. That's what they are doing. But by rights, that admittance that very yesterday should have ceased that from working.
Okay. So you feel that the head of service should
be fired.
Should be fired. Mr. Lukwe.
You see, Kelly, they will not even fire her. Because if they attempt that, she will now spill the real beans.
She not talk nothing.
It will have no value.
Well, you see, you know what?
Wait, say nothing.
Wait. Now, let me finish. At least my own understanding. See, when this woman, I said that this business does not start from her own end, then how can she come and then own up responsibility?
Well, she has apparently.
She has. That's what I have said. But
time. Go for this
we
break.
do. We expect consequences.
There is something.
Price. Owning a property, you pay. We have very good flexible payment plans where you can pay small, and own these properties. We have like right now these properties. We have like right now there's a very good property that we just got at Obirikwe, where you have South City, where the government is building a massive estate there. Just beside it, we have two estates. One is called there. Just beside it, we have two estates. One is called Citadel Phase 2, and then the other one is Juniper Estate.
Yes.
We have inspection days on Saturday, every Saturday, and this Saturday by 8 a.m. we'll be in our office, Eliozu office at GU Ake Road, number 31 GU Ake Road on the first floor. So on Saturday, we'll take you around, show you all the locations, and then you make your choice.
We're completely out of time, so please, your phone numbers again, so those that want to reach you can reach you.
Okay.
And then business can be done.
All right. Please call on 080 32 555 290. 080 32 555 290. My name is Annie Justin.
And I am Kenneth Okonkwo.
It's Kenneth Okonkwo.
Oh, wow.
Yes, his name is Kenneth Okonkwo.
Oh, wow.
And Miss Comfort.
Miss Comfort, thank you all from Capital City Development for making the time to be here this morning.
Thank you very much for having us.
All right. We'll conclude our conversation in a bit. Please stay with us.
This good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
All right. Let's see. I read most of them without fact and take the federal government to slaughter and butcher them due to our sentiment. I like your words usually as alleged, which is appropriate. The woman said all the documents presented to them was a fake, and we are now saying is a script to save the president, to save the government. Abba, let her face the consequences. Simple. Amity Prince, wrestle with your failure, not your opponent. Atiku to Tinubu, it's a good advice. Tinubu should focus on solving the challenges ahead of him than attacking critics. Nigerians were slaughtered in South Africa like chicken. Till now, they've done nothing about it. Well, something has been done. Comrade JT Miracle, wrestle with your failure. Atiku to Tinubu, I firmly support Atiku on this one. You have a failed government at hand. Even the small electricity you promised us is yet to be fulfilled. But you are fighting opposition just to rig your way in as usual. Why not channel that strength to electricity, insecurity, and poverty hitting Nigerians? Oyema Sylvester Kanayo, excuse me. Which rep declared agency appointment letter fake when presidency has taken a side? What do you expect from the House filled with APC members to go against Tinubu, who is fighting to cover the shame? The news
states in the country comes from the Niger Delta, River State. Now, the head of service appointed from the Niger Delta is again being, we have our head on the slab waiting to be slaughtered. The Niger Delta people should rise and say, we will not take it again. This kind of constant assault on our status as a component member of a sovereign nation, and therefore entitled to respect and dignity as part of that national sovereignty.
All right.
We've been abused sufficiently. We will not take it again.
Okay. Let's open the phone lines. 0810-9510951. 60 seconds. Let's make it count, okay? Yeah, phone line is open. I think I've read all the messages and everything. I'll just play some of the voice notes before we go. Good morning. Today 95.1. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly.
Welcome, Frank. Please go on.
Yeah, I think I just in the studio. Let me look at the question of Atiku this morning. I want to tell Atiku Abubakar this morning that let me focus on how to change Nigeria if he becomes the next president. Not to attack President Ahmed Bola Tinubu every time. Attacking President Bola Tinubu will not make him president. What will make him president is how you will convince what he will do for Nigeria to better the life of Nigeria. I don't see him as a different person. They are just doing the same thing there. Thank you and God bless you, Kelly.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Today 95.1. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Emmanuel.
Morning, sir.
Yeah. Good morning, as our farmer of Senegal.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very useful.
Oh, yeah, please go on.
Yeah. Okay. All is fair in politics. This is coming from a president. I just don't believe it's a slip of tongue. If it is not, then this is an apparent demonstration of crass insensitivity to the plight of ordinary Nigerians. That means anything that happens to the ordinary Nigerians doesn't bother you. That's what it means. I'm not saying I drive the whole thing home. It happened in the market anyway. Yes, long story short. But politicians have used that negatively. They're using it negatively.
All right, time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Today 95.1. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Kelly and your guest in the studio. Innocent is my name.
All right, sir.
Mr. Kelly, the head of service did not verify. Cardoso, the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, did not also verify by opening 2 accounts, according to the statement or information. So who should verify? Is it me that will verify? If the people in federal is not verifying anything, is it those in state and local government that will verify? Atiku telling President Tinubu that his economic policies and whatever you want to go to contest with him in 2027, I think is a good answer to him. Let him focus on the governance. What kind of national team are they bringing that head of state, young verified signature? He did not call Bagabi and Mr. He didn't call anybody. There was a conversation, sir.
Thank you. That's your time. Thank you so much. Good morning. Today 95.1. Welcome. Can you speak up, please?
Good morning, sir.
We hear you now.
Yeah,
That's dropped again. I'm sorry. Good morning. Today 95.1. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome. Please go on.
Yes, my name is George. I'm calling from Odegi. First of all, over the state agency aspect of it, it is really shameful that we see all the...
We are a commissioner of police in Lagos State. It's in the city boy location and exchanging pleasantries with the big wit of politicians. You see, for me, I condemn such situation. And this also signifies and showcases that this Tinubu administration has led us completely astray. In fact, this 2027 election, anything we see, we should take. But I pray, may Almighty God save us in that 2027 election. Thank you, and I cut off from here, Archie.
Good morning, Today 95.1.
Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah, Kelly, good morning. I
Muriel.
greet everyone in the studio. Well, Kelly, I'm very concerned that a woman eventually accepted the fall. She just wants to add to the list of so many bad names they are calling to, some women that have been linked to so much corruption. I don't know why she decided to accept it. You know, so many men are on queue. And yes, you just took the fall. It is unfortunate, but even the National Assembly cannot tell me that, oh, because this woman accepted that, she did not check well. And they too cannot come out and still accept it and say that they did not check well. Because if she did not check well, it is still going through other hands, other offices. So if one did not do well, the other one would have even found out the fault. But so all of them are to blame. We know the process. We know what is happening. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much, Muriel. Final call. Good morning, Today 95.1. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Kelly.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Gaima, and the guest.
Good morning, my brother.
I am KM Moscow. From the revelation of the reps and the head of service, it means that Bajabia Miller does not have a Christian to her.
May posterity judge him. Judge him.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Kelly. Innocent Child speaking. Kelly, I admire Oshomole so much. Right from time, Oshomole would have been the voice of Nigeria in that Senate House, but they always tell him. I thank God he's coming from Oshomole, because if we are to be another person or opposition, David Umahi would have been in Arise or Channel TV to counter or to dare. He's coming from Oshomole, his own party. Let's see the outcome. As for City Boy, police commissioner attending their DC, what do you expect? That's why they are telling you that no one else will win Lagos now. They are putting every mechanism on ground to make sure that Tinubu win Lagos. That is just it. Thank you.
All right. So I was going to read one. It's already 11:25, so we have to go. I was reading this one. Let me conclude that one, and then we move on. Okay. George O. George from Rumewo, Odego. He said this is because you do not just wake up one day and allocate a federal government office to an organization. You also do not assign government personnel to work with them without approval from above. The statement made by the woman is not convincing. It sounded like a script written to deceive Nigerians and cover up the truth. All right, that's your contribution. Thank you. We have to go. Thank you, everyone, for being part of the conversation. I was going to ask a question. If I can get a quick response, we'll go to Amapus anymore. The head of service, right, is the number one civil servant.
Yes.
Right?
But she reports to somebody.
No, but she's the number one civil servant. Yeah?
Yes.
It will mean that the office of the Accountant General, by hierarchy, is below our office.
I don't know that for sure.
Okay, don't know that for sure. All right. Thank you, sirs, again. I'm Apus Bobo Boss of Free Brown, Managing Consultant, CEO, Great Consulting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, fellow Nigerians. All is fair for us to join the resistance and refuse to be enslaved again.
All right. Dr. Innocent Eku, legal practitioner. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nigerians. Let's speak the truth to ourselves
right.
and do not allow this type of oppression to continue against Nigerian citizens.
Chief Engineer Kiadom Richard Dekai, MNSC 2019 governorship candidate, Publicity Secretary Concern and Patriotic ex-governorship candidate, River State G1. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. They're very good for River State.
And Mr. Emmanuel Indukwe, our in-house analyst. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you, Nigerians. However, if the head of service has owned up responsibility to all this thing about a fake agency, it's not Emmanuel Indukwe that will extricate her.
That's our show. Kelly's my name. Good morning.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Get ready to turn up the volume and dive into the heartbeat of entertainment. From the hottest celebrity gist to trending music, movie buzz, viral moments, and behind-the-scenes drama. This is where the fun never stops. Tuning to entertain.
And you can really see that. And I love the way that he extends that. And I love the way that he extends that outside of his everyday life, because little kids don't know his everyday life, because little kids don't know that he's not Spider-Man, and I think he wears that with pride, and I think he wears that with pride, and it's nice to know. It's nice to know that the person wearing the suit.
They didn't invite us. They didn't invite us to the premiere, so we're going to make our own premiere of the day. So I've made us some special tickets. I made the picture, please. I got the picture, so so this is them on set, and this is them on screen.
Right.
So I've made us our own.
He's a good man, not a bad man. He's a good man.
And I also put here more opportunities to come.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go watch the. Yeah, you're welcome. This is our special moment, and you're on the big screen, and we're gonna go and watch it. I wanted to watch it at the premiere, so this is our own premiere. I'm gonna let the whole world know. So cute. Thank you so much. He's in the movie. Excuse me, everyone. He was one of the giants in the movie. Yes! Come and stand up! They're your flowers! Yay! Yay! Woo! You guys, thank you so much for making this a moment. Love you guys! Bye! Yes, he was one of the giants. So what do you have to say?
Yeah, you told me dirty, but in a good way. I'll take that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. He was one of the giants in the Odyssey, and apparently he was left out of the original premiere. And so his wife, in a stand by your man kind of moment, decided to, give him his flowers, much deserved flowers, I might add. So, well, she took him to the regular movie cinema and did all of that, even having moviegoers, take pictures with him and all of that. So, yes, that's a good one. Behind every successful man is a successful and thoughtful woman. All right, more on international entertainment news. People magazine, Cardi B responds to claims she had her butt injections reversed. I'm a small girl, that's what she says. So Cardi B is responding to claims that she had her butt injections dissolved. When she was just 21 years old, the rapper received biopolymer injections, which are made from silicone-based fillers not approved by the FDA and can leak and cause other complications. The rapper, now 33, addressed the conversation surrounding her appearance in a recent Instagram live. In a clip from the live stream, the I Like It rapper said she last had surgery in January 2024 when she had the injections reduced. All right. A lot of y'all keep telling me to go get my beep reduced, Cardi began. I don't need to get my beep reduced. Newsflash, I did get my beep reduced. She then explained that she can't just go and lipo my butt because my skin is kind of loose, adding that's why my beep shakes so much. All right. Lipo refers to the procedure that uses suction to remove fat from specific areas of the body, such as the stomach, hips, thighs, buttocks, arms, and neck, to shape those areas according to the Mayo Clinic. So if I just go and get a lipo reduction, that is the easy way to get my beep to drop. All right, so anyway, Cardi B. All right, hold on a second. welcome back. Yes, we're still talking about Cardi B's butt. And apparently, she has decided to reduce the size. Now, here's where my head is at concerning this story. 21 years old, she decided to get, as big a butt as she could manage. But now at 33, maybe I don't care, as we sometimes say, she's decided, okay, it doesn't really look that good because she has this to be a sequel. In fact, in the world of movie world, oh my God, I can't wait for 2027. We also have Children of Blood and Bone coming out. You don't want to miss that. And other Marvel, DC type things coming out. Hey, wahala, wahala, wahala. All right, let's get into some Nigerian news, entertainment-wise, of course, local Nigerian news. You know what? Listen to this clip, and then when we come back, Portable needs help. I don't know what kind of help Portable needs, but let me be the first to say Portable needs some kind of help. Take a listen.
So what are you talking about? No. Can you save that to the ring? Can you save that on 31st? Can you save that on 31st? Can you save that on 31st? Don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. I'm not your mate. Don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. I'm not your mate, boy. Don't disrespect me. Can you save all this on the 31st? 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 Let's save all this on the 31st.
They have unfinished business, so it's quite understandable that this chaos is on right here. Portable.
Can you save all this on the 31st? No, can you save this on the 31st? All this energy?
Let's just take a... Let me get Ezekiel. Let me get your thoughts now. We've seen training camps from both sides, and both boxers are ready for this talking talk. What's your expectation from both of them fight nights? Portable, just be calm.
Nah, Portable. Hey God, voila. You know what? I don't know. Maybe he drank something. Maybe it was something sprayed in the air. But oh my goodness, Portable went berserk in the, I won't call it a meet and greet, but sort of like a conversation type thing with, I think, Charles Okocha. I like to call him, I like to call him Nigerian Tupac, because, he likes to do all those I wanna. Doesn't land beautifully, but well, yes, it's great content and great fun. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they did have a fight, and Portable was whooped in that first fight. Of course, the same one where he saw stars, brilliant stars, with Kata Ife slapping him left, right, and center. Still not given brain. He did have the one with Speed Darlington, and again, he was beaten blue, black, green, and yellow. And here he is again, apparently not learning from history. So I guess the phrase, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. I can't wait to see how he gets slapped upside the head this time around. All right, we'll take a short music break. And when we come back, it's still the Entertainment Today show. My name is Dawn Wilson, of course. Now, we're going to be talking about Tyler at some point. Go to our Facebook page. That's Today 95.1 FM on Facebook. Just go there. We have a post running on Tyler. And when we come back for the second phase or second round, boxing speak, of course, on the Entertainment Today show, Tyler's made the news. I don't know if Tyler is making a mistake. But anyway, like I said, go to our Facebook page and do your thing. We'll be right back. It's still Today 95.1 FM, your premium talk station.
Voice of the people, voice of the people. Hey, rise and shine, it's a brand new day. Today's the station leading the way. Breaking news, sports and talk, keeping every heartbeat on the clock. From Port Harcourt to the world we go, sharing every story you should know. Your voice, your people, your destination. We're not just a station. Today FM 95.1, the voice of the people. not just a station. We are the station. Today FM, the pride of the nation. Cross rivers, Bayelsa, Pt2, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, we're reaching you. Around the world, we're live online. Every moment, every time. Advertise your business, make it grow. Millions are listening, let them know. Visit us at Today FM Drive off East West Road, Port Harcourt. Listen, live at your
I know that you are into, well, fraudulent activities. Yeah, stay away because you're largely, you are a thief. Yeah. Not just boat drivers. Yes, ladies. Oh my word! All I can say, well, you know what, Pella, comic relief, but thank God you are not my brother. I'd have. Okay, you know what? Whatever. But yes, love him, hate him. There's something about Pella. At least he makes us laugh. For those of you who may not know, yes, bigamy is a thing where you are married. They just concluded their civil marriage, like what you guys might call court marriage, or marriage under the Act. And if you're still married and then you go and marry someone else in a civil marriage, as in marriage under the Act, you're committing a crime called bigamy. And yes, you could go to jail if, as a man or a woman, whoever defaults against that law, yes, you can go to jail if you have a spouse or another half who wants to show you what I call shege reggae. So yes, Pella couldn't believe it that 5 years. But the part that got me, no, they pinch me. Oh, Jarvis. Well, like I said, to each his own. All right, remember, you can send your thoughts across. The phone lines are open for text messages only. 0701-9339-962, 0701-9339-962. On YouTube, you can send your messages. Today951FM, that's Today951FM. Facebook, Today95.1FM. All right, let's take some messages. We are definitely boycotting her concert. We used to use this concert boycott to send South Africans we need to use this concert boycott to send South Africans a strong message. That's from Victor Uebari. All right, thank you for that. Monday, Gerard, she should take her show to her country, South Africa. We don't want it. If she goes ahead with the show, Nigerians will show her Pepe. And yeah, that's the thing about Pepe. Some are even plotting to come in with bags of sachet water to pelt her with. Yeah. So you see, that make me sweat. Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, has appointed general officers commanding GOCs to lead 4 newly established military divisions. In a statement released by the Army Public Relations spokesperson, Apollonia Anele, the new divisions will begin immediate operations upon reaching initial operational capability. Under the new appointment, Major General Yakubu Yahaya takes charge of 9 Division Ilorin. Major General Chinedu Ralph Bife heads 10 Division Jalingo. And Major General Moses Gara will lead 5 Division Makodi. Additionally, Major General Awalu Mahmuda has been redeployed to lead the existing 2 security task force, has successfully rescued 9 abducted individuals and neutralized 3 suspected terrorists in the Ekiti local government area of Kwara State. The rescue mission, executed by state-recruited forest guards, the Department of State Services, local hunters, and vigilantes, took place across the Obo, Ayegunle, Eju, Ora, and Osi axis. Security sources confirmed the victims were ambushed near the Eju community market and were being marched toward the Niger State border when operatives intercepted the kidnappers. Following a fierce gun battle in which several motorcycles were recovered, one surviving victim recounted being taken at gunpoint along with his son. A forest guard operative, Owolabi Adebayo, noted that the bandits possessed superior firearms, urging the government to supply advanced equipment like body armor and night vision goggles. In the meantime, the federal government has approved the deployment of a new army battalion to permanently reinforce the region against escalating border corridor threats in Umaru, Kwara South. Residents of Ahoda East, Ogba, Egbema, Ndoni, and Abuaodwa local government areas of River State have expressed concern over the worsening security situation in the Orashi region, warning that persistent attacks by armed groups are putting lives and livelihoods at risk. The concerns come amid the recent travel advisory issued by the United States of America, which advised its citizens against traveling to most parts of River State due to crime, kidnapping, and civil unrest, while exempting only Port Harcourt. The residents say the advisory reflects the security realities in many communities, citing frequent attacks along the Abuaodwa-Ahoda East Road, the Imbiama axis, and parts of Omoku. The residents, in an interview with Today FM's Olawale Sanusi, said the situation has become alarming following the recent killing of a youth president, an OSPAC commander, and some women by unknown gunmen, just as they appealed to the River State government and security agencies to strengthen security operations across the affected local government areas, arrest those responsible for the attacks, and restore confidence among residents and travelers. Let's listen to that.
The insecurity is very high. If you take a route from Abuaodwa to Ahoda East, because of that Ahoda-Abua road, that road alone, that's where the insecurity is going on so much. Then if you also take from Ahoda going to Mbiama, all those Ahoda to Ihike, the insecurity is much.
Right now in Abuaodwa, most of the communities, we sleep with one eye open in some of the communities, and that has raised tension of the individuals very high. And so many persons have been able to leave the local government. They are not interested to do business there anymore. The insecurity we are facing in Orash is Onega in particular. Please, we need the government intervention. We are hearing of insecurity. It is happening in Onega, which is very bad.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news and foreign stories. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. River State Commissioner for Education, Associate Professor Peter Zwago, has charged the leadership of College of Health Science and Management Technology, policymakers, researchers, as well as other healthcare professionals not to waver in their commitment to protect public health institutions across the country. Zwago gave the charge while speaking as special guest of honor at the 5th Biennial Conference organized by Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, held at College Auditorium, Port Harcourt. Represented by Director of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Madeleine Wilcox, the commissioner said the conference is coming at a time when the country is facing major health challenges, stressing that confronting these complex issues, there is the need to strengthen the system through collaboration and support of all stakeholders.
Is both timely and highly significant at a time when the world continues to confront complex and emerging public health challenges. The need to build a resilient, inclusive, innovative, and sustainable public health system in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. The responsibility of strengthening our public health system goes beyond government alone. It requires the collective commitment of policymakers, educators, researchers.
The state education boss, however, commended Governor Similai Fubara for his giant strides in creating enabling environments for all key sectors of education, including public health institutions, to thrive in the state. In her welcome address, acting provost of the college, Peace Chigozirim Amadi, noted that making health systems sustainable in Nigeria, we must fashion out a system where health facilities should be upgraded so as to reduce the rate of medical brain drain syndrome.
To make health systems sustainable in Nigeria, we must move from a model heavily reliant on out-of-pocket spending and foreign aid towards a system built on robust domestic pooling and retention of localizing workforce and also decentralized primary health care, and to upgrade facilities and do the best we can to reduce the rate of medical brain drain, which, by the way, is on the increase right now. All these, I believe, are the factors that will be the bedrock of this conference.
Today FM's correspondent Magnus Wanwa reports that the conference with the theme Strengthening Public Health Systems in Nigeria, Innovation, Equality and Sustainability featured paper presentations by medical experts. The factional chairman of the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters, River State Chapter, Nnamdi Ogechukwu Esimai, has defended e-hailing drivers in Port Harcourt following growing public criticism over the practice of negotiating transport fares outside the Bolt app. The reaction comes amid complaints by many residents on radio programs and social media accusing some Bolt drivers of demanding higher fares than those displayed on the application before accepting trips. Responding to the criticism in an interview with Today FM's Odinakachi Celestine, Nnamdi Ogechukwu Esimai rejected claims describing the drivers as thieves, insisting that fare negotiation is not a crime but a recognized commercial practice based on mutual agreement between two parties. He added that passengers who are not comfortable with the driver's proposed fare have the right to decline the trip and request another driver.
We categorically reject this malicious characterization. Negotiation is neither a crime nor evidence of theft. It is one of the oldest and most universal recognized principles of commerce and contractual dealings. Across the world, freedom of contract allows parties to voluntarily negotiate and agree on mutually acceptable terms before entering into a transaction. This principle is reflected in internationally accepted commercial practices and is consistent with the ideals of United Nations Convention on Contracts and International Sale of Goods, CISG, and the UNIDROIT.
Ogechukwu Esimai maintained that no court has found Port Harcourt e-hailing drivers guilty of theft, warning that branding them as criminals without lawful justification could amount to defamation. He added that while some e-hailing platforms, including Uber and InDrive, allow fair negotiations within their applications, that Bolt removed its negotiation feature, leaving many drivers to negotiate fares outside the app because of what he described as unrealistic and economically unsustainable pricing. According to him, the union's analysis of fuel prices, inflation, vehicle maintenance, insurance, and other operating costs shows that Bolt's current fares no longer reflect the realities of commercial transportation.
If someone books a ride and the driver offers a particular fare outside the app price and you feel uncomfortable with that, the most honest thing to do is to decline and not to call the person a thief. A serious defamatory allegation. No court of competent jurisdiction has found these drivers guilty of theft. No criminal conviction exists against them on that basis. Publicly label innocent citizens as criminals without lawful justification is capable of attracting legal consequences under the laws governing the defamation.
Some residents of Port Harcourt are calling on the River State House of Assembly to organize a public hearing before approving the state's budget. The residents who spoke with Today FM's Uloma Wosu said the budget should address the real needs of the people by prioritizing healthcare, education, infrastructure, job creation, and other programs that will reduce the current economic hardship. They said involving citizens in the budget process would ensure government spending reflects the needs of the people while also promoting transparency and accountability. The residents noted that a public hearing would give market women, youths, community leaders, and other stakeholders the opportunity to make contributions on projects and policies that should be included in the budget, stressing that the budget affects the daily lives of residents. Hence, they deserve to have a say in how public funds are allocated, while urging the government to ensure that projects captured in the budget are fully implemented rather than abandoned or executed in ways that do not serve public interest.
It's always good to run an inclusive kind of government system where the citizens also form part of the policy making in a country.
The budget should focus on projects that will improve lives of everybody, make our life easier, and a public hearing be necessary. So it will help promote transparency and give we, the citizens, the opportunity to express ourselves, express our needs, express how we feel. And we should also give all of us, including the market women, youth, children, community leaders, as far as the state is concerned, should give everybody the chance to make their own suggestions. Our opinion should count. Our voices should be heard. The government too should also make sure that whatever is approved, they should equally carry it out.
Meanwhile, a resident expressed doubt that a public hearing would be held, alleging that political interest and corruption could influence the budget process. On the foreign scene, the Pakistani government has stated it is making every effort to revive diplomatic talks between Iran and the United States under the framework of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding. Speaking during an interview, Foreign Ministry spokesman Tahir Andrabi emphasized that Islamabad is actively encouraging both nations to to fully honor their pledges and resume technical discussions. The diplomatic push comes in the wake of recent military strikes, which led both Washington and Tehran to declare that the interim agreement had collapsed. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. The Chief of Army Staff has deployed commanders for the 4 new Army divisions approved by President Bola Tinubu. ADC candidate Atiku Abubakar has challenged President Tinubu to prioritize worsening national security over political conflicts. We told you that the factional chairman of the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters has defended Port Harcourt e-hailing drivers over off-app fare negotiations. And on the foreign scene, you also heard that Pakistan has announced plans to revive US-Iran talks under Islamabad MOU. That was the news as edited by Esose Onabu. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com, Facebook at Today95.1fm, Instagram at TodayFM951, X TodayFM951. You can also join our YouTube live at Today95.1fm. Thank you for listening. I'm Don Wilson. Good afternoon.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Stay informed, stay ahead. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM for the latest news and exciting sports updates. Your trusted source for everything you need to know. Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Live your truth. Express your love. Share your enthusiasm. Take actions towards your dreams. Talk your talk. And walk your walk.
It was years ago. There's a statute of limitation on this stuff.
Make today worth remembering as we discuss issues as it affects Nigeria moving forward. Talk that talk.
Weekdays, 2 p.m.
Exclusively on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Catch all the latest and trending sports stories on Sports Attack on your premium talk, news, and sports radio station. 6:30 a.m. every weekday.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore. As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt.
Weekdays, 4 p.m.
Get on the platform on radio and be served.
Education never ends, and we believe it starts even way earlier than most of us think. On Andre Gorgie, every Tuesday, 1 to 2 p.m., we unravel these various building blocks and its challenges that make you and I better versions of ourselves. Andre Gorgie on Today 95.1 FM.
Please listen to this infomercial.
Herbal Heritage International, the Kokoroko, for herbal medicine, when they produce strong, correct medicine, they take it, they support with country healthcare system. Country man, correct, holistic, ogbonge herbal medicine, they know they come out for public anyhow, like a big basket. Full ground, as every Christmas, have been boundary. Seeking a self-sabi medicine, we pass them. After all, monkey smart now, because tree near tree is a forest. Heritage International will use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition. We don't become umbarumba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International offices way near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now
Hello and welcome to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts, and at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. On today's edition of the program, our topic for discussion is staphylococcal infection. And I have with me in the studio Dr. Otumba Abiodun. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Staphylococcal infections do occur in the body system when Staphylococcus bacteria enters into the body system and spread within the body system, destroying body cells. Staphylococcus bacteria are majorly of three types that can afflict men. But of these three, the most pathogenic in nature, that is the one that is capable of causing diseases easily in men, is the Staphylococcus aureus, because it is capable of invading body cells, destroying them, causing different pathological changes in the body. When Staphylococcus bacteria spread in the body system, there are a number of changes that one can experience. This can result to burning sensation within the individual, and this can be seen as fever from time to time, or a situation where there is certain hotness coming from within. There can be skin manifestations in staphylococcal infection that can be given one periodic boils or rashes all over the body. In some people, such rashes can come around the pubic region, or even leading to boils that can lead to blisters or even ulcers on the skin. It is possible for one to experience persistent headache in staphylococcal infection because the body fluid is already contaminated. Staphylococcus, as we know, is a form of bacteria. Any bacteria that is capable of spreading in the body system can lead to reactions in the body that can further damage body tissues. And when this occurs, it is possible for one to experience joint pains in form of infective arthritis. Part of this bacteria can spread deep into the tissues of the heart, affecting the valves of the heart. And when this occurs, you discover that there can be palpitation that some will start witnessing as if they have panic attack. When this is allowed to continue in the body system, it is possible for one to start getting tired easily. There are many people, by walking from one pole to another, they get tired, or by doing just something that is not supposed to be that tasking in terms of energy consumption, they discover that it's as if they don't have enough hair where they are located. All this can be as a result of weakness of the heart resulting from infection or spread of this bacteria we're talking about. When this bacteria is able to pollute the body fluid, it is possible for one to witness mouth odor. Mouth odor is a form of changes that is called halitosis, where people will start coming up with breath coming from within that is already polluted. There is no amount of time such people wash their mouth, you discover that the breath coming out is very offensive. All this can be as a result of pollution of the body system. It is possible, if any bacteria is able to dwell so long in the body system, to contaminate the whole body fluid and even damage nerves. When nerves are damaged, there can be tiredness. Not only this, it is possible for men to suffer a lot because this can degenerate to a situation where a man is unable to stand like a real man. When a man is unable able to stand like a real man, it is seen as a serious challenge because the whole family can be affected. Part of the joy of the relationship can be stolen, and this can cause different rancors in the family. A man that is unable to stand as he should can find it difficult to get arousal. The desire for opposite sex can disappear, and once that arousal is not there, that is the ignition point. It means such a man will not be able to stand like a real man. In some people, the arousal can be there, but you discover that because nerves have been damaged, the transmission from the upper center down to the power point of man, that is in between his two thighs, can be weakened. When such occurs, you discover that such a man can even get arousal or is able to stand, but the type of standing that he has is not strong enough to help him to even get into the act. In some people, they make efforts to get into the act, but you discover that they are unable to spend more than a minute or more before they are exhausted. Mind you, before a man can be called a real man, such a man must be able to have the arousal as desired and also be able to sustain the energy he has been able to gather for a considerable length of time. That is when such a man can be able to make his partner happy when it comes to man-to-woman interaction. So such men do suffer from this from time to time.
It's after knowing the root cause of the challenge that one will be able to know the right step to take for one to be totally free.
Whenever you experience anything that we have been able to mention or other things, it's very important for one to visit a competent healthcare giver who will be able to run tests on one and pinpoint where the problem lies and provide solution. For more enlightenment and advice, the number to call is 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. Thank you all.
All right. You've been listening to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts, and at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. Let's take our sponsor's message. Don't go away. We shall be right back.
Herbal Heritage International, the Gokoroko, for herbal medicine, when they produce strong, correct medicine, they take it, they support with country health care system. Quarterly man, correct, bekelistic, ogbonge herbal medicine, there. We know they come out for public anyhow, like a big basket. Full ground, as every Christmas, have been boundary. Sickness self, sabi medicine, will pass them. After all, monkey smart now, because tree near tree is a forest. Heritage International will use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition. We don't become Ubarugba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International. Offices way near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now
You're welcome back to Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts, and at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. Until we come your way again, remain blessed.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Okay, let's see what we've got here in what I call my graveyard of gadgets. Got an old remote too, actually, that don't work. Kids thermometer that hasn't been used in a while. I've got cables, headphones, I've got charger heads. This is all just stuff that's lying around in my house that would probably otherwise just end up being thrown away. Sounds familiar? Well, I'm Myra Anubi, and today on People Fixing the World from the BBC World Service, we're literally fixing stuff. So get your overalls on as we head to South America to find out about clever ways to give old gadgets new life. Now, I've got a lot of stuff in my house that doesn't work, but I'm not the only one. Across the world, countless everyday products, kitchen appliances and electronics are just thrown away. It's one of the fastest growing types of waste globally, with more than 60 million tons of electronic waste being produced annually according to the World Health Organization. So today we're traveling to the South American country of Argentina to meet people who've decided not to throw out broken or discarded appliances, electronics, and all sorts of household waste, but instead to repair and reuse them. But why Argentina? Well, to find out, let's bring in our reporter on the line, Jane Chambers. Jane, what's pushing people to do this? Is this just a trend to try and fix stuff?
No, I would say it's just the situation in Argentina. You know, it hasn't been great for a while. It's faced years of economic uncertainty, and there are rising prices from everything from their famous steaks to phones. And yes, inflation isn't as bad as it was before, but the cost of living, it really is so expensive, and it's pushing people to be creative. So they're finding ways to repair things they need, like household items, which means objects last for longer.
I guess if you have to decide between buying food or even getting a new phone, you have to eat, right?
Well, I know people love their phones, but yeah, I think eating comes first, so absolutely. But the problem is, for many people in Argentina, their salaries just aren't keeping up with the cost of everyday goods going up. So they might need to put off buying that new phone or whatever it might be that they need just to pay for the basics each month.
Now, Jane, let's get into the solution. You were in the capital, Buenos Aires, to find out about different projects where people are fixing old and broken stuff.
Yes, so the first project I'm going to look at is something called Club de Reparadores, which means the Repairers Club. They promote fixing and reuse as an alternative to throwaway culture. And they do it through things like organising repair events and teaching people how they can mend things themselves.
We as a society have a lot of creativity and kind of resourcefulness to solve problems. And also because, well, we are a less affluent society, let's say. So we value a lot more objects and materials.
So that's Melina Scioli, one of the co-founders. And while I was in Buenos Aires, she took me to a project they help with. This one moves around the city so they can reach different communities. And when I met them, it was in a leafy park by the tracks of an old railway station called Estación Cochlin. There's a table in front of us with people sitting down and all sorts of objects in front of them that they've brought in to repair. What's going on here?
We are witnessing the repair van, let's say. It's called Reparamóvil in Spanish, and it is a program from the city government of Buenos Aires, which brings repair events to all through the city.
The Reparamóvil is a light blue transit van which is used to take the different tools they need to do the repairs around the city. The van goes to pop-up events like the one we're visiting, where they set up a long table full of different tools, including soldering irons, screwdrivers, testing equipment, and around them there's piles of old appliances waiting to see if they can be brought back to life. Melina takes me to meet Lucio Landoni, one of the people she and her team trained to run the workshops. Hola. Jane,
Lucio, un gusto.
Igualmente. So I saw that you were working on a toaster. Someone else has got a kettle. What are you doing?
Reparamos bicicletas, reparamos ropa.
We repair things like bicycles and clothes, and also domestic electric appliances. As well as repairing things, we also want to teach people how they can do it themselves.
And what are the most popular things? What do people normally bring in?
Las cosas más populares para reparar.
The most popular things are microwaves, electric ovens, blenders, but they need to be things that they can easily bring here. We don't fix TVs or washing machines or fridges. These are small things that people use every day at home.
And what kind of things are normally wrong with them?
O sea, la persona viene.
People tell me what's wrong with it, and then I take a look. For example, today someone brought in a toaster, and they told me that the button doesn't go down anymore. So I am looking at that to see what we can do. If we don't have the spare parts, I tell them to come back another day with the spare parts, and we will fix it.
And is it free?
Completamente gratis.
Oh, that's good. You've got a microwave in your bag, massive, heavy. Just tell me your name.
My name is Sandra. I live in the neighborhood, and I have this very old microwave, but I didn't want to go and buy a new one. It just started setting on fire. So I missed the last time the guys were here, and I didn't want to miss it this time. And I just found out I have to change a very small part of it, and I can fix it myself.
Someone who's happy with all the successful repairs today is Marina Garrett. She's a senior official in the Buenos Aires city government responsible for sustainability and circular economy programs like this one.
The purpose is to promote circular economy and repairing as a sustainable habit and as a way of responsible consumption.
Why is this so important for you, coming out into the community and having these people here learning to fix things?
Because repairing, it is a way of extending the life of our objects and a way of not generating waste.
Marina and her team run around 12 of these events every month. There are 6 people here today busy mending things with help from people like Lucia, who we heard from earlier, and others waiting their turn. So far, teams like this have looked at around 3,000 objects that need repairing and managed to repair over 2/3 of them. Melina Scioli, who brought me to the event, is pleased with the outcome.
For a project for Club de Reparadores, it feels like a huge success that actually the city turns community repair into a public policy, and it actually helps us a lot to have a larger impact and to kind of bring and make this idea grow beyond our means, let's say.
It's a good thing when an idea can grow bigger than it was initially intended. Jane, so these guys, they don't just repair stuff, they also teach people how to fix their own things. I wonder, did you have a go at fixing anything?
No, not that time, but it did inspire me to think about the broken things I've got at home that I think I could learn how to fix or get fixed.
We all could, actually. But Jane, when items are repaired, there's no guarantee that they will work as well or even that they'll last as long afterwards.
Yeah, you're right. And it's interesting you should say that because many people I spoke to mentioned a big problem with everyday objects like computers, phones and household goods is that the manufacturers don't build them to last. So people want that to change and for there to be more affordable spare parts available when they need fixing.
And like with many things, you need the government to be part of this if you really want to have that lasting change.
Absolutely. And Melina thinks that if the government is more aware of these issues, they'll start changing laws to make manufacturers more responsible. And she also says if the government are involved, it means they're reaching a wider audience and repair culture is becoming part of daily life in Argentina.
So Jane, I have something similar that happens where I live. It's in a community hall and it happens once a month where volunteers come together to repair a lot of stuff. In fact, they've recently fixed my wooden chairs. This idea of repair pop-up spaces, it's not new, is it?
No, Mara, it's not, but I'm really pleased to hear that they fixed your chairs.
Me too, it saved me money.
Good. So, no, these repair clubs, including your local one, are all over the world, but Melina's club does a lot of other things as well. She told me how they go into schools to teach future generations to repair things, and she points out it teaches valuable practical skills like problem solving. She also showed me a directory of local repairers that you can find on their website, where people can take things to be fixed.
Right, so like the yellow pages of repair people.
Exactly.
I'm Myra Anubi, and you're listening to People Fixing the World from the BBC World Service. And today, we're fixing everyday stuff in our homes. We're specifically in the South American country of Argentina, where years of economic instability have helped to create a strong culture of repairing and reusing things. Habits that are now gaining new relevance in a world concerned with rising costs and waste. I've still got our reporter Jane Chambers on the line. And Jane, there's a lot more that's happening out there in Argentina, right?
Yes, there is. And the next project I went to, it's a fun one, which I really love. So it's a project called Lindor, which is run by two women. And they transform much-loved old blankets that people have sentimental attachment to into coats and jackets. Now, they also run workshops around Argentina showing other people how they can do it. And I went to visit them at one of their venues, La Fábrica, a warehouse in Buenos Aires. Leonor Barreros is sitting at a long wooden table full of scissors, threads and piles of brightly coloured old blankets. Perched on high stools around the table, there's a group of 5 women, carefully taking on board her instructions. She's busy folding and snipping a piece of paper from an old magazine to show them how to make the pattern, which is going to transform those blankets into coats.
We work with old blankets. I like to say that we took bedclothes into street.
I love that, bedclothes into street. Why is it important to make these coats out of blankets and not with some new material?
Because the old blankets has better materials, more wool, less synthetic. It's the way we find to recover old things into new and use textiles that we already have. It's really easy. We share our method online so everybody can download the pattern. You can do it yourself.
Lourdes Chico Ruiz, who's running the workshop with Leonor, tells me there's an emotional reason to transform the blankets, as well as a practical one.
Es importante esto, el poder darle un reuso.
For me, it's important that these blankets get a new life, bringing back memories for the people wearing them. It might be cozy recollections from their childhood, and we can take those memories out onto the street and face the world as an adult.
It's like an emotional shield.
Sí, sí.
So you're wearing the most beautiful mustard-coloured coat. Where's it from?
Viene de la casa de la abuela.
It comes from my ex-girlfriend's granny. When she died, we went to her house, which was full of blankets, and chose some. I made this coat for me and one for my ex. It's quite stiff and heavy, and when I wear it, it feels like I'm warm in bed. It gives me that comfort that grannies can give us when we are little.
I'm here with one of the participants in the workshop. Can you tell me your name?
Ana Maria.
And I see that you were very excited when you arrived and you were talking about your blanket. Where's your blanket from?
Mi manta es la manta de cuando yo era chiquita.
It's from when I was little. I went to my mother's house to find it.
It's a beautiful blanket. It's checked, it's got navy and red. It's going to be a great coat. What do you remember from when you were little?
Enroscarme en la manta.
I would wrap myself up in the blanket and read. Or when I was little, they would read to me. And for me, coming here today is a way to continue those memories.
We've got some beautiful coats at the back that are already made that everyone's trying on and eyeing up. Some really lovely colours and very soft, like bright red and green, some mustard-coloured ones. Now they're looking in front of the mirror. This is their inspiration for what they can make their blankets into later. Leonor makes it clear that anyone can do this. You don't need a sewing machine because the coats are stitched together by hand and the pattern's available on the Lindor Instagram. While the women kneel on the floor, carefully cutting around the coat pattern on their blankets, Lourdes tells me that the blankets are also a way of getting people to think more about what they're wearing and where it comes from. And although it's not mainstream, she thinks that some people in Argentina are moving away from mass-produced, low-cost clothes that are often thrown away.
Creo que hay mucha gente que está encontrando ese camino.
I think more and more people are anti-fast fashion, and I'm pleased to say clubs that teach people how to upcycle and reuse their old clothes are becoming popular. There's value in being able to repair, to transform things.
I really like that there's value in being able to repair and transform things. But the other thing I really like is that it's women taking charge of this.
Me too. It was really good to spend time with them.
So Jane, so far we've fixed household goods and we've transformed blankets into fancy coats. Is that all?
No. Well, to finish, I want to take you somewhere more edgy. So we're off to an old cavernous building in the center of Buenos Aires where some people called cyber sorujas hold events.
Cyber sorujas, does that have to do with some kind of cyber stuff?
Yes, it does. So soruja translates to waste picker, and in Argentina there's a...